What is up, everybody? This is Shinjiro from Chavez Ravine Fight Club, and as always, I'm here with Cali Drifter, who was
Yo, what up, everyone?
like last minute rushing because you were working on your car.
Yes.
So if he
Yeah.
sounds winded, don't think of anything dirty. He was just in a rush. We weren't anything up to any shenanigans before the stream here.
Yeah. I'm happily single.
I will say, being single, as we both are,
Mhm.
for several years now, man, it sure makes Valentine's Day and holidays so much cheaper.
It does. It really does. Very nice.
It's like, oh, I could buy all these things for myself now. I'm gonna buy myself some chocolate. Screw it.
Right.
I deserve it.
Oh,
I'm worth
oh, a turbo. I do love myself a lot.
it. Right? So what you get for Valentine's Day? Oh, new impact gun. Sweet. What I always wanted. All right. Well, let's get us kicked off. Let's talk about this week's video, which is pretty fun. It was a fun one for sure. Uh-oh.
It was.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm having some technical difficulties with PowerPoint right now.
Darn you, PowerPoint.
Sorry, 1 second, everybody. If you see anything flicker, there it goes. Okay,
There it goes.
I had to unlock something. I was clicked over into another panel somehow, and something was going on. Anyways, this week we opened something. We picked up at Frankenson. Yeah, Frankensons,
Yeah.
or Frankenson. Sorry, not Sons. I always say Sons. Um, this is from, I think it's called the Historic Autograph Company. Is actually the producer.
That's a
And
kind of cool name.
yeah, right. And it's a couple sets, Series 1 and Series 2, which I found out were from 2024, not 1924. The autographs might be 1924, 2024 and 2025, from a set called Yesteryear.
Hmm.
And for those who remember or watched our Cooperstown video, kind of similar, but not just baseball. It was kind of all over the place. Um, it was a pretty funny rip because we got an auto for a baseball player from like the 1960s we've never heard of,
Yeah.
and we'll go over that. Um, and what was it like? We got like Cleopatra, Mark Twain, Julius Caesar,
Yeah.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah. I think our personal. Was this the set where like our personal chase was like, is it Barbara Eden or?
No, so that would be Golden Age, has Barbara Eden autos.
Okay.
This one, I believe, I forget which year it was. Had Was it like a Lucille Ball auto?
Oh, okay.
And there were some other interesting ones in there. And I'm like, oh, this is some crazy stuff. And I think there was even some like founding father autos in one of these sets too, which they're all cut autos, so they're not obviously live autographs or
Yeah.
fresh autographs. Huge hit rate. I think it was like 1 in 4 packs had an auto, and luckily 1 in R4 did, even though ours were random packs. And you get something like 10 autographs per box. Now they're all cut autos. Some
Mhm.
could be amazing, and some could just be like ours, which is like, oh, this is cool, but I have no idea who this is. You know. um, but yeah, check out the video. It was super fun. The random like NBA Chrome cards were funny. Remember?
Yeah, it's like one modern card and then two historical cards, I think, and then it for the auto, it's a fourth card that's in the pack.
If it has
So
auto.
do with that information what you will.
Yeah, like the auto packs will be like short one card or something. And so yeah, it's a fun set. The boxes are kind of expensive. Um,
Like 500, I think.
yeah, it was like 500. I mean, you do get 10 autos, but most of those autos aren't worth $50. Um, the cards are definitely not worth much because no one's ever heard of them. So if you're looking for value, probably not a good set. If you're just looking for something fun, highly recommended.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. So let's actually I we've opened so many cards and I'm so behind organizing. I wasn't able to find the actual card. I was gonna put a picture of it up here so you guys will have to watch the video to see it.
Yeah,
It's nothing special. It's just like a rectangle of an autograph. It was probably either from a contract or a letter. Who knows? They cut it out and they
yeah,
put
it's
it in the
something
card.
cool.
But I could at least talk about who the auto was of,
Yep,
and it was
Big
our
Jim.
our new favorite player from the late 50s, early 60s, Jim Mahoney.
Our new favorite.
uh, not a great career. We looked up his stats online. We're like, oh well, he's like
He was very middling,
Not
even for the
even
time.
like he, like he,
Well, I don't. I mean, histor. I mean, is it skewed because of like, well, what is it, 50s and 60s?
yeah,
Yeah, DiMaggio. What's that? Early Mantle.
yeah, but he only played 4 years, and there was a
Yeah,
big gap in the middle where he wasn't playing because he was sent back down.
yeah. And I think his career average was like 220 something.
Hmm.
So
As a shortstop,
modern day, yeah, as a modern day player, he would be perfect.
yeah, seemed to have been pretty good defensively from what I was reading. Um,
Yeah,
but he had a much longer career later on as a coach
yeah. It was
with
like
the
a
White
crazy
Sox.
996
Yeah,
fielding percentage or something.
and then Mariners 85-86. Isn't that their expansion year?
I want to say yes. I wish Joe. I wish Kingdom was here
I know, right?
to confirm confirm or
So
deny
he
the
bounced
expansion
around
teams.
the baseball for a while there. Looks like, and I did look it up. He is still alive. He is currently
Oh,
91 years old, born in May 26, 1934. So shout out to you, Jim, wherever
dang.
you are. We have your autograph. Um, we don't. We know your career was not okay. Here, I looked up his stats. Yeah, so 229 career batting average, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. That's it.
Dang, that's crazy.
But he made it. He played in a
Yeah,
pretty spectacular era of baseball. Um, so yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean, honestly, we probably never would have ever looked him up or thought about him if not for getting this auto. So
yeah.
that's
And
pretty cool.
so we're a little off on the Mariners expansion years. They
The
actually
70s, right?
became a team
Okay,
in
that's what I was
'77.
thinking. Yeah, okay. I just realized like yeah, 80s is too late. That's almost like
We
Rocky's
didn't
era.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah, we there was. It's crazy because there was a long period between expansion teams, right?
yeah.
Like until the '90s, essentially.
70s to the 90s, wasn't it? Or 60s
Yeah.
to the 90s?
No,
No, 70s.
'77 was
77. That's
yeah
right. Yeah.
Seattle, and then maybe some other teams. A lot of different movement of teams though,
Yeah.
like Milwaukee moving to Atlanta and then getting a new team, and then Milwaukee changing from the national to the American.
Yeah.
No, American to
No, American
national.
National. Yeah.
Yeah. So study your baseball history, kids.
I mean, even
It's
during
very
our
interesting.
lifetime, we saw we're from the era of the NL West being 5 teams, no 6 teams, no five. It was unbalanced because we had the extra
It
team because it was
yeah,
what
it was.
Dodgers, Braves, Giants, Reds,
Uh-huh.
Astros, 5 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pre-expansion, and then later on we got the Padres and Rockies, and then the Astros got kicked out, the Reds got kicked out, and the Braves got kicked out. The
Yeah.
Astros also made the switch to AL West, so
Hmm.
they stayed a West team, but they became American League. But they were our National League homies for a while,
Yep.
as were the Braves
And
and the
other
Reds.
and others talk of them being in a quote unquote Southern division.
Yeah, if that's the rumor about if they want to expand or combine the leagues, right?
Hmm.
No, I will tell you that I'm kind of always on the fence, right? I'm one who I love the kind of historic nature of baseball and the traditions and things like that. I also don't mind baseball adapting and getting newer. Like I admit the pitch clock was a good thing. I
Yes.
still have concerns or wonderings if it contributes at all to pitcher injuries and things like that and fatigue. But
Hmm.
as far as pace of play, it's been pretty much an awesome thing. Um, I'm still on the fence with the Ghost Runner or Manfred Runner, whatever you want to call it. Um, I like what it accomplishes. I just don't. I don't know. It feels kind of weak. Though I guess it's better than like soccer and hockey, which is like okay, we can't figure it out. Let's just go to PKs.
Sure.
It always feels like such a letdown, right? Like
Hmm.
we watched all this
Although,
we watched all this time and just for it to go into PKs.
yeah, like, why don't we just start with this?
Yeah, like
Start
not
with
even
the
have a
goal
game.
advantage or
Just
whatever.
go straight PK all day. The NHL going to 3-on-3 was kind of interesting though in overtime.
That I did like.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I like that one. And I do like at least in baseball the Manfred Runner rules are only for the regular season. So the
Yes.
postseason goes back to the traditional. But anyways, yeah, there's been a lot of movement. Um, Going back to the because I mean the rumor is that they want to expand again. Like what Tennessee is rumored and some other cities. And so part of that expansion would be one of the proposals is to merge the leagues and no longer have AL and NL separated because we don't have the DH separating them anymore.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I'm half and half. But I will say I do not want them to merge leagues. I actually like there being an NL and AL. I mean, if football can
Yes.
maintain AFC and AFC NFC, then why not, right?
Hmm.
And for me, it's a part of baseball history too, because there's a reason. For those who don't know, there's a reason the National League is often referred to as the senior circuit. So the American League
Yes.
was actually the upstart league. The National League was the OG. Because the senior circuits have been longer. There were a lot more differences back in the days. They had their own commissioners. Even during the MLB era, their balls were different, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
It's crazy. Different umps.
yeah, it was all kinds of it was very separated, not like it is now. And I understand the desire to bring them together and just make like four super divisions, whatever they were proposing, right?
Yeah.
But I'd kind of at least want them to maintain ALNL. I don't want to lose any of the rivalry games either.
Yeah. Well, I mean they've been moving like towards that for years now. I mean, we no longer have a schedule where like what's it called, rivalries kind of exist because we don't play those teams as much since we have to play every team
Yeah,
in the league. Uh so it's I kind of think it started way back when the umpires union was disbanded and MLB was just like, we're gonna create our own
yeah,
umpire, and then so everything shifted from separate umpire, uh, well, just separate umpires per
yeah.
league to the centralized umpire, and then they kind of were like, hey, let's start changing things a little bit. And then when we lost the DH for, or
When the
when
NL
the
lost
DH was
DH.
expanded to the NL,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of sealed the deal to like it's gonna happen. It's not even like they want to like I think at the CBA this year, they're gonna. That's probably gonna be one of the things that they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, we'll do that since we're already the players are be like you're gonna be like, yeah, I mean, we're basically just playing that schedule anyway. Just keep it how it is,
Well, I
but
mean, they
just
still
make it.
play, what was it, 12 or 13 games against each divisional opponent, and they'll still remain relevant in rivalries as long as the divisions remain in place.
Yeah, as long as the rivalries remain in place, I think it should be okay. Which isn't too
Well,
bad because
yeah,
I think when when they do the reorganization of the teams, like I mean, San Diego and LA are not gonna not be in the same division.
yeah,
We might gain the Angels. We might gain the Mariners. That'll be really cool.
yeah. Making a West Coast division would be interesting because it would essentially, welcome back the Astros, unless they keep them in the South, which who knows what. The South is a very nebulous thing when it comes to sports, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like for our football fans, why is Cincinnati, Pittsburgh are in the North but not the East.
Hmm.
And same with the Florida teams. They're all in the South, but then some. Why? What's the South and what's the East, right? What's the West and what's the South? Like, where do you draw the
Yeah.
line?
Yeah, which is funny because like if you think about like the old divisions when there was a central
Mhm.
in the NFL, I mean that made sense because Ohio and Pennsylvania were both in the central,
Yeah, right.
and they're like, no, 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 you guys are too far up north. Like what?
Yeah. Now we're gonna make this called the North. It's like, but the other teams are actually technically farther north than us. No, no, they're the East.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Right. The New Jersey Giants and the Jets and
Because, like,
who
in
else is
old
over there?
baseball terms, Cincinnati being
Patriots.
part of the West actually kind of made sense
Yeah.
because in the olden days, before Louisiana Purchase and whatnot, that was the West, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Atlanta was a weird pick to be in the West.
Yeah. That was really strange. Maybe yeah, I don't know what to think of. Like,
But I mean,
possibly my thinking is like because they came from Milwaukee, they were like, well, there's gonna be fans in the Midwest for them, so let's just
maybe,
put them over there.
yeah.
I don't know. It was a strange time. It was a strange time, a strange, amazing time in baseball.
Well, and also
Uh,
thinking now too about like the
it was really cool.
the idea of like a West Coast super division. Let's
Uh-huh.
say you combine the AL and NL West. I mean, that would be a rough division to be in.
Dude, everybody would get beat up in it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Everybody. All kinds of rivalries everywhere.
like
People
coming out of
hating
that
each
one
other.
alive is going to be tough,
Yeah.
because you already have Dodgers, Padres right now who are the tops in the NL. Giants are coming up though, so and then the AL you have the Mariners, and the Astros on top. With who knows the A's are ever going to do, right? And who knows the Angels are going to do. But putting those four teams together in one division, yikes! There will be a lot more boo birds though if you did that. It's like, oh, we get to boo the Astros 12 times a year.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to more hobby talk, and we are following up last week's Disney talk with this week's Disney talk because there was another release by Tops.
Hooray.
And this one apparently is only blasters. It's called Disney Neon or Tops Neon Disney or Disney. I don't know what the hell you want to
Yeah.
call it.
Well, I think it's Disney Tops Neon. I
I
don't
don't
know. It's just yeah, it's just Disney Neon. Let's just go with Disney
Disney Neon.
Neon.
Yeah, okay. um, New Mickey freaked me out. We talked about this uni together. Our New Mickey freaks me
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So for those of you guys don't know, the original Steamboat Willie Mickey entered public domain. I think it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
So the way that Disney is getting around that is they are basically going through eras of Mickey. So the current copyrighted mouse essentially is the one from like the I want to say like the 40s and 50s because the
So this
original like the
is that's
Steamboat
still
was 2030s, I think.
is that still the Ub era, or was it
Uh,
after he left? When did he leave?
no, I think he's
Did he leave
I think
before
that's
Snow White or
before.
after?
He left after, didn't he?
I don't remember. For those who know, we're talking. Ub Iwerks is actually the guy who originally drew Mickey Mouse and was the lead animator for Disney, who infamously left because of his differences with Walt in getting credit.
Yep.
And he actually went on to have a good career. Not quite Disney good, but he still had a good career. And in recent memory, he's kind of been getting his flowers now. So
Yeah. Yeah, so but he did actually come back to Disney.
for a while, right? Like way later.
Yeah, so he originally was at Disney from 23 to 30 and then he came back from 40 to 64.
Oh, okay.
So they mended bridges and then that was towards the end of Walt's life as well. So
Yeah. But he still never really got like Walt
his
Disney was always the
flowers, if you
face. Yeah, I mean, if you
yeah,
think about it, like when you think of Mickey Mouse, everyone's assumption is Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse, which is no.
yeah,
Now he
yeah.
didn't even create the name Mickey Mouse because technically that credit goes to
His wife,
what's his wife's name, Rosemary
Lillian.
or Lillian Disney. She created,
Yeah.
or she didn't create, but she picked the name Mickey because what? How did it go? He thought he should name it Mortimer,
Yeah, he wanted to name him Mortimer
and
Mouse,
she
and
was
she's
like,
like, "Oh,
"That sounds like an accountant or something like that." Which is a very modern sounding joke. We're like, why would you name after make me sound like an accountant? Um, and so they went with Mickey because that was like a friendlier, more approachable name, right? Make him like a happy-go-lucky fellow. So shout out
yeah,
to you, Lillian. The world would not be the same if it was Mortimer Mouse for sure.
yeah." I mean, there eventually was a Mortimer Mouse.
Yep.
He was more of a like antagonist, I guess. Later on,
And wasn't that
uh,
the we just talked about was that Epic Disney? Which
which one?
game was it where Mortimer was the villain?
Oh, I think it was Epic Disney
Yeah, Epic
because
Disney
that's
was
the one
great.
where
Yeah, that Mortimer was the villain, and he was trying to essentially erase Mickey to take his rightful spot
yeah,
as the head mouse. That was that was
and-
that was a crazy storyline. I can't believe Disney approved that. Well, I mean, it was also made in Japan, so
sure.
which right now is also driving people wild with that. What's it called? Wicked Neverland or
Wicked Neverland, I think
something
is
like that.
or
It's the one where all
yeah, I'm
the
not sure.
villainesses are re-envisioned as dudes. Ikemen, hot guys. Ladies, do not open that door. Fair warning. So let's look at some cards. So this is I saw some pictures online. I picked this one because I just like this character. There's the Junie Hops. I think this is like a base card. So, very kind of subtypically just character art on a card. nothing
Yeah.
nothing too crazy with that one. I forget what this next one's called. It is that same style as Mickey, that same era.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
the new Minnie Mouse.
yeah, but it is kind of like, again, the Topps Chrome treatment on this one. Like the little Chrome logo on there,
Yeah.
right? Actually the other one have Chrome? No, it didn't. I don't think it's in Chrome.
No.
But I actually like the design overall. It very much matches the aesthetic. I mean, the background and everything. So I don't know why she has a random teapot. No cups, no table. Just I'm standing out in the middle of a patio holding a teapot. But whatever. Who am I to judge? There are autos, and when we saw this one, I joked like that's not how Stitch signs his name.
No. What's uh what's kind of cool about this auto though, because I did end up looking it up. So this is Chris Sanders.
Okay,
So Chris Sanders is the was the original voice of Stitch in
for like the first
what's it
movie,
called? In the
the original
animated
movie.
movies.
Okay,
Yeah. Chris Sanders is also the creator of Stitch.
like the character.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So one of those few where they didn't have to go out and
Yeah,
find somebody else to voice the character. They were able to use the guy
that's
that made him, essentially, his
that
papa.
that's like who was it? Is it the producer or director for The Incredibles? Is the voice of Edna Mode?
Oh, let me
I
see.
can't remember who it was, but yeah, the story I heard was they're trying to find a voice to match her character, like the way he envisioned it. And so
Yeah,
he was like, he was imitating the voice, and they're like, "Why don't you just do it then? Because you sound perfect."
yeah, Brad Bird. Brad Bird is
There it is,
the creator and voice of.
which is amazing, right? Like that's cool.
Yeah.
And then of course, the autos are cool. I'm assuming they're mostly voice actors, maybe artists. Who knows? I haven't really had a chance to dig into the checklist. But the one card view we did see, which is the next one here,
Yeah, this one is sick.
just looks
Like
cool.
I want to get this for I want to
Yeah,
get this up just for these cards.
that looks cool as hell. Look at that thing.
Yep.
What was this one called? Did it say?
It didn't say what it
Yeah, I
was.
don't remember it saying either because I haven't seen a full
Like
checklist yet.
Black Mirror, maybe? I don't know.
Whatever it is, it looks sick. Like these are definitely one of the ones I'm going to try to keep an eye out for. If I ever, I think because this is. Did you actually I think the sales already done. Did they already close them? Did you pick up any?
No, I think it's still going. I'm not really sure.
I'll have to
Let
think
me
about
check.
it. Because spoiler alert to everybody for upcoming videos. I spent my budget on Topps Japan Series One, which just kind of came out of nowhere. They said it was coming.
Yeah,
Never
they
said when. It just kind of dropped, and everyone's like, "Holy crap!" And luckily, we got a couple friends to buy them for us. So I have 3 boxes coming in. One is going to be going to the Kingdom. So anyone for the Kingdom watching, look forward to a Topps Japan edition break sometime in the future once those get shipped over to us. Hopefully not for crazy tariff prices.
uh, right. You brought this over? $1,000.
Yeah, let's
No.
go. But yeah, super cool. I mean, that's actually a cool set. Maybe I'll buy some. We'll see. I do get paid tomorrow.
Oh,
Maybe I'll snag a couple. Speaking of which, I saw that you on the our studio panel, you have some short videos you were making.
yes. And they're terrible because I was having audio issues. So you can see my hands moving and like I'm talking. Believe me, people, I was talking, but my OBS was set so that it was not picking up my
Oh,
mic.
the audio was like
I
super quiet.
apologize.
No.
Yeah. No, no, not even super quiet. Like, it
Oh,
just
turned
wasn't
off.
it was, like, on yeah, it was on, channel 2 or something like that,
Oh no.
which only works in Twitch. So if I had not recorded and just streamed,
Uh huh.
it would
It
have
would
been
have worked.
perfectly fine. But because I
Ah.
recorded them, yeah. So there will be another video with actual voice in it where I'll go over the hits from the prior one just because that was my bad. And one of the videos is just an intro and it's basically just saying that I was able to get a couple of the Disneyland Park exclusive boxes and I might pick
What you can do? Oh man, what you can do is you could try editing the video, make it silent, and just do
Mhm.
narration.
That shit I could just probably do it.
Yeah, just do a voiceover.
Dude, I was so bummed when I was uploading it and I was like, "Where's my voice? Oh god. Oh no."
Did it happen to us? There was a video that
Why?
happened to us before, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, that one, I think the sound was corrupted though. It wasn't
Oh, okay.
like yeah, it wasn't just me being an idiot.
Yeah, because that video was like an hour and a half long. So that
Yeah, that was the oh man, that still
oof.
kills me too.
Yep.
But yeah, as I explained in the video, I'm not at our normal setup. So if there's any technical issues, I apologize. But of course, nobody heard that apology.
It's because
So here I am
you
letting you
weren't
guys know.
around with for Mixed Master Shinjiro over here with my big ass mixing board. Not that it
Yeah.
helped our last several videos. We didn't notice that. I think maybe the laptop mic might have been all at the same time. That's why we sound like we're talking into
Yeah,
each other.
that one was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I didn't even notice it, but we'll fix that sometime in May when we run out of videos.
Yep, we'll clean it up and yeah. You guys will definitely notice the transition after me when we have
Yeah.
fixed it.
People are gonna be like, "You guys are making videos for a year? You're still effing up?" Yes, yes, you're still effing
Yes.
up.
This is this is how we do.
This is how things roll at Chavez Dream Fight Club. We are the effing up show of record.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, let's check a look. Our next slide, we're gonna move away from hobby, and we're gonna talk about something you and me talked about because I finally tried it today.
Oh. So real quick before we move on,
Hmm.
that's called a Neon Villains Chrome.
Oh, okay.
It's a non-traditional look at those characters with who hope to spoil the day.
Ah, that's cool though. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm. That's super sick.
yeah, it
I
is.
hope I hit an even clean. Anyway, the big arch.
The big arch. So I finally tried one today after you were
Oh,
talking it
did
up.
you?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. I
I
recommended it.
gotta say, is it gonna change your life? No. Was it good? Yes. Very
No.
tasty.
It's a
Very
tasty
tasty.
burger,
Very
yes.
tasty. I especially because I got mine without pickles because I'm just one of those guys.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, hey,
it is
teach their
essentially
own.
like you kind of described it. It's just like an extra Big Mac.
Yeah,
The lack of center bun really helps.
it does. I mean,
That's
for me, it's the crispy onions kind of like was
yeah.
a
Those
nice
are
little touch too.
those are surprised. Those surprised me. I forgot they were on there. I'm like, oh, what is this? Oh,
Mhm.
oh.
Right?
That's an interesting change of pace. That's interesting. But yeah, um, I recommend it. You recommend it. I know a lot of
Yeah,
people out there are like, oh, well, it's not that great. I mean, it's McDonald's. It's not gonna be amazing,
yeah, obviously.
but it's new and interesting, and it kind of fills that void that was left behind by the Grand Mac. If those who remember that
The
was a
Grand
while
Mac.
ago. When was that? Man,
It
Grand Mac
it
was
was.
yeah. See, I've never been a McRib guy, so I don't really pine for the McRib. You know,
Yeah,
the Grand Mac, that was my jam though when that was around. I did enjoy those. Those are my spend even less money because I'm spending so much on car parts and eat even more unhealthy era. You know, now I'm more of a health guy. No,
yeah.
when you
Wow,
when was it?
that was 2016.
Wow, that long ago? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's been
it's been
10 years has been gone.
yeah
Well, now it's back. Well, sort of back.
in a yeah.
Yeah.
I think the evolution is a little bit better here. I mean,
Oh yeah, the Grand
the
Mac was
triple
really just a upsized Big Mac,
Big Mac. Yeah,
but it wasn't quarter pounder patties, which is interesting.
yeah. It was weird, right?
Which I think is kind of why it failed because like they have to make like a third patty size now, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Now I will point out that in Japan,
Hmm.
so if it's after I think 5 p.m., which unlike here is when most people do not eat fast food because most people are going home, right?
Right.
Fast food restaurants in Japan are mostly used for like lunchtime or afternoon snacks stuff like that. So they have
Yes.
a menu after 5 p.m. called yorumak, um, because it's onomatopoeia for your, yours, and also
Hmm.
means night, in Japanese. Um, you get to double size any menu item for a very minimal upcharge.
Oh.
So you essentially can get the Grand Mac in Japan. It's just a Big Mac with 4 patties.
Ah. Okay. That's
same with
kind of cool.
same with fillet of fish. You get a fillet of fish during the Yorumac menu. It's a double patty fillet of fish. So it's interesting. It's been around for a while. I've never tried it because I've never actually gone that late at night there. Because honestly, when you're in Japan, there's so many better food options than McDonald's. Though I do recommend everyone try McDonald's in Japan because it is very different than ours.
That's what I hear. So
Yeah,
maybe one day
this
when we.
picture will be an example. When you see, is actually a law in Japan. It is a rule that the pictures of the food have to accurately represent the food.
Oh yes, I knew this.
Otherwise, it's considered false advertising.
Hmm.
That does not apply here. This picture we are showing you of the big arch, what I got looked nothing like this.
Oh yeah. There's no way that the thing is gonna look like that.
Yeah, there's no, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a
I
story
mean,
for another
so
day.
yeah, my local McDonald's that I normally like order from,
Mhm.
they ran out, dude. Like
Oh, really?
they have no. Yeah, I tried to order it. Like it looked like it was back on the menu. I tried to order it. I got a text back saying, "Hey, we've canceled your order because this item does not exist right now." I was like, "Dang,
Oh, what a
okay,
bummer. That sucks.
yeah."
Well, come on down to my neck of the woods, and there's probably plenty around here. So,
I had to, yeah. Next time I'll see about the other McDonald's down the street. Well, down the street from me is not down the street. It's like
yeah,
it's a distance.
yeah.
Uh,
So next, we'll go to the next slide here because this is an update I added without you knowing. So this will be kind of fun.
okay.
On this day in history, the day was March
Oh
12th,
boy.
1988, and the most memeable song of all time hit number one on the Billboard charts for the first time.
My God, the Rick roll.
Yep. Ironically, I think it only stayed number one for 2 weeks, and it just kind of kept falling off the charts. It debuted like in December of the year before, so December 19th, '87 was debut. Hit number
Hmm.
one March 12th of '88. Stayed there for a couple weeks, and then kind of slowly fell off the charts and just disappeared into the ether until the
Mm.
internet brought it back.
Way to go, internet.
Right? And for those of us who are of the age, like you and me are,
Yes.
the reason it was the original Rick Roll because we all heard the song on the radio.
Yep.
And we're like, oh my god, this is a great song. And then you saw the music video and you're like, it's a pasty redheaded white guy.
Yep.
Completely unexpected.
It was a sultry voice.
And you think you would have learned from that because it happened to most of us, our generation, again in the 90s with Back to the Hotel with In Too Deep.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because everyone's like, "Oh, this is a cool jam," but came out during that kind of party hip hop era, with "Wump There It Is" and all of their songs, and here comes "Back to the Hotel." Music video comes out, you're like, "Oh, it's a group of white
I do.
boys."
Yeah.
Like you kind of should have known just listening to it and the lyrics, but yeah, pretty funny. I have people
Was
who
it?
to this day do not know that.
Yeah. Was it like what's it called? Because it happened. Okay, so let's go with this timeline, right? So I guess the original one you might want to say is well, I guess Elvis would
Yeah.
have been like
Hmm.
he was very much people thought he was a black singer and then he turned out to be a white guy.
Yep. And Jewish.
Uh, yeah. Then it was Bobby Caldwell,
Oh yeah, that's true.
right in like the '60s and '70s.
Hmm.
Then it was Rick Astley.
Yep.
Then it was In Too Deep, and then do we have like maybe Eminem. But I mean, by the
Well,
time
I would
Eminem came
say
up,
Snow with Informer.
yes, okay, right around the same time, yes.
Yep.
Well, what's it
Uh,
called too was pretty crazy to see. Not all not all white, but they were a group of multicultural gentlemen.
mhm.
Who was it? It was I'm gonna sex you up. I forget what that name is. Damn it.
I'm gonna
What is
sex
their
you
name?
up.
Yeah.
Why am I forgetting this? I keep thinking of Right Said Fred for some reason. That's a different song. Also sexy.
Color Color Me Bad, Double D.
Oh, Color Me. Oh, yeah. I can hear it. I'm not gonna sing it because I'm tone deaf, but I know the song. Yeah. When you said "Color Me Bad," it's funny. The lyrics came to my head immediately, like
Yeah.
it was a repressed memory or something.
Uh,
And for
yeah, the
me, I would also say the kind of reverse of Rick Astley
mhm.
was during the also 90s during the campus rock era where we had like Dave Matthews Band come up. We had
Oh, yeah.
what's another one? Gin Blossoms, right? And
Mhm.
they all kind of followed the same
Booty.
formula. Well, I was gonna say, and then another band came and followed the same formula was Hootie the Blowfish, and we all
Yep.
just assumed, oh, a bunch of white dudes. Hey, there's a black dude singing. It was Darius Rucker,
Great
who went on to have a great country music career,
country career.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
As I said, never assume based on the voice. So keep staying on being off topic from sports and hobbies and everything else.
Yes.
Our next several slides is there were several holidays that also occurred
Oh, yeah.
this last week since our last video. So we'll go in chronological order. And for those who don't know, we're car guys. So we need to talk about how it was T37 Day on March 7th, like officially.
Yep. Yeah, an official Japanese holiday, people. Look
Yep.
it up.
We had
They actually
always
did this.
joked about it being T37 Day, but it came true. It was what 96 was release year, so 30 years of T37s.
Yeah.
Man, T37 doesn't feel that long ago, but 96 really was 30 years ago. That
Yep.
I feel my knees hurt just thinking about that. Oh, my sciatica. Look at this ad. Wow, new design was 16-inch. Oh, so big.
Yeah, and I feel like they've gone away from it, so to all the young kids that are coming up not knowing what TE stands for, it stands for Touring Evolution.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not just T. That's the name of the wheel is not just a TE.
Yeah. And a weird little factoid and history tidbit for those who like Japanese wheels, including Rays. Most of the Japanese wheel companies, the big ones, the big dogs, was these guys, SSR, Weds, you
Mhm.
name it, can all be traced back to essentially one wheel company, which is Hayashi Racing. So Mr. Hayashi Racing started making wheels, and he was one of the first guys in Japan to make alloy magnesium racing wheels. And essentially, the guys who left his company, or some of them, they just got funding from him because
Mhm.
wheels are just one of his many businesses, right? His many interests. Would go on to become Rays Engineering, SSR, Wed Sport, NK, and several other companies.
Yep.
So it's interesting enough they could all trace back to Hayashi Racing, including American-based HRE. That's what the HR stands for. There really isn't a relationship anymore, but from what I've heard, it was an attempt to enter the U.S. market, and they did fund it. And then it kind of grew into its own monster after he sold it, which became HRE. So that's what I've heard.
Yep.
That's what I'm being told. So, but the part in Japan is pretty much true, as well as most every tuning company in Japan being derived from like Bosozoku gangs,
Mhm.
except for HKS. They were a bunch of nerds. They're a little different. So moving on, after 37, March 7th, March 9th was the long-standing holiday now for a while, which is Hatsune Miku Day. So 39,
Yes.
being Miku in Japanese. Man, when did the so what you're seeing there is the actual origin of Hatsune Miku. People just think of her as a virtual idol and what have you. Hatsune Miku was just a character on the box art for software. That's
Yep.
how it started. Um, the Vocaloid was the software. This yeah, it
First
was
one.
Yamaha made it, and it's a voice synthesizer, so people could
Hmm.
well, not Yamaha. Yamaha eventually sucked it up, I think. But so you could make like a robot voice, and you could tell it what to do and change the pitch and stuff, and make your own music, right?
Yeah.
And so for the original release of version 2, the first stable release here, of Vocaloid, they used her as a character on the front. That's why she has O1 on her arm, and later on characters had O2, O3, whatever. So really, she
Yeah.
only appeared on this copy, but she became such a popular character that essentially spawned a multimedia franchise, like way beyond what these guys ever expected.
Hmm.
Multiple games, her own anime, her cameos, artwork for days, fan art, you name it. So happy
Yeah.
Miku Day. When did she come out? It was on this release
It
with
was.
the software, August 31st, 2007. So
Yes.
she old.
Yep. It, well, was that Vocaloid? Well, let me see. Because I'm seeing the. I'm looking at their wiki right now, right?
Hmm.
It says that the actual development started in 2000,
Yeah,
and it was a Yamaha. It was a co-created program with
it was
music
based on
technology
MIDI,
group.
from what I remember.
Yes. It says that it was first released in 2004.
Okay,
Now
so I thought,
that could have just been like a plain box without Hatsune Miku,
or it could have been the what you call it, the commercial copy, or non
like the
commercial.
studio
Sorry,
copy, right?
I'm speaking in my industry. Commercial is for businesses, not what you people think. Not
Yeah.
so. First retail
Yes.
release was probably 2007.
That yeah. Yeah, there you go. Because yeah, that's her actual
Yeah, her
initial
debut,
release date is
2007.
'07. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because the software was originally called Daisy, which is kind of cool.
yeah,
So
but they probably couldn't
so
because our next video would have sued them. Our next card would have sued
true.
them.
They would have sued their pants off
Yeah,
because
exactly. Because that's what they
just
do. And that's a big hint
it's
to what our next holiday coming up is.
yeah, this one's a big deal in the video game.
Yeah, so let's move on. So March 10th is probably now and forever MAR10 Super Mario Day.
Mario Day, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a
That's the original box art for the American English version of Super Mario Brothers.
yes, that not the original Super Mario Brothers though,
No.
but it is the North
Yeah.
American box art.
Because he first showed up in Donkey Kong, right? Technically?
Well, there was a different game called Mario Brothers, not
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers, but just Mario
Yeah.
Brothers that had completely different box art. It was I think they still like kind of say that it's canon with the character.
Oh.
It's just that because that one was more of a two-player arcade style game, and this
Oh, okay,
was
okay.
a side scroller
Mm-hmm.
single player take your turn
Mm-hmm.
game. If you haven't played Mario, I don't even know why you're. What? No, I'm just kidding.
Even if people haven't played
Go
Mario,
go
he's
try it
such
out,
like
man.
a kind of pop culture icon at this point. Everyone knows him.
Yeah,
Whether they
yeah. I
like
mean, his movie, I mean, sequel to his movie's coming out.
yeah, which brings us to our next slide. Um in honor of the movie coming out. I think it's the day before this releases, right?
Yeah,
So our guy, Yams, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, is getting a Yoshi bobblehead,
that's so good.
which is amazing. You know,
When they announced it, I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I knew this was coming."
I felt like it was inevitable, and plus he seems to be such a like the way Otani makes fun of him all the time, and he doesn't care. Like it tells you he has
Hmm.
a good sense of humor. Here's a bigger view. I want this thing so bad, but it's right before the Otani bobblehead game we're going to, so
I know.
it makes it a little tough. It's expensive to go to one game, let alone two back to back. So we unfortunately will not be getting this one. We'll just wait a year and it'll be on eBay for like $60. Well, maybe not because this is a Mario thing too.
Yeah, that's the thing that's gonna make it difficult, right? It's
Yeah.
that crossover appeal.
Yep. Kind of like some of the Hello Kitty items are really expensive to this day.
Yeah,
So yeah, awesome though. We'll miss it,
yep,
but it'll be cool. I mean, they
yeah.
they they really killed it this year with bobbleheads. Between this and the
They
Ice Cube
did.
Lowrider one.
Yeah. The what's it called? The Game 7 series, basically,
Oh
that they're
yeah.
gonna come out with. It's fucking
Oh
nuts.
man, just so good, so good. Well, now we're on the topic of baseball. Let's go on to what torch is burning the brightest right now in sports for us, which is World Baseball Classic. We love it. You love it. We all love it.
WBC.
So pool play has finished.
Yes.
We know who's left. So
Man.
let's go through the pools right now. So let's go through pool one or pool A. Sorry. Out of nowhere, Canada takes first place.
Literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, just because of tiebreaker rules. But um, Canada, Puerto Rico advance. Cuba, Colombia, and Panama are eliminated. Now, not that big of a surprise to me in this pool, to be honest. I expected Puerto Rico to advance for sure.
Hmm.
I assumed Canada would advance, but you never know, right? In only playing 4 games, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But
And it
uh,
it came down to the final game
yeah,
for this pool as well, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it was Canada Cuba was the game.
yeah. So Cuba is not the powerhouse it was 10 years ago, but they can still fight, So let's move on to Pool B, which is where all the controversy this last week came from.
Oh my god.
In first place, the undefeated Italians.
That's wild.
That was out of nowhere. Not that they're
Yeah.
not a talented team, right? But in this pool, everyone's like USA, Mexico, and everyone else is kind of fighting for the scraps, right? That was the
Hmm.
assumption. Um, Italy played great. Actually, Mexico did too. They just kind of fell apart in the last game where they were fighting to play in, right?
Yeah.
USA, we'll go into it in more depth further on. A lot of foibles, some mistakes. They probably should have run away, win 4-0, but they didn't.
Hmm.
They got lucky to kind of sneak in the back door there by Mexico losing to Italy, and having like the tiebreaker rules at their advantage. So there was a slim chance they would be eliminated, but there was still a chance where there shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Brazil going 0-4 was not a surprise, nor was Great Britain going 1-3. So those 3 teams are kind of what I expected to see in the top there.
Hmm.
Moving on to Pool C. Again, not a lot of surprises in this pool. We knew it'd be Japan and Korea, right? In
Hmm.
some version of that. Australia did perform well, as was kind of expected in this pool.
As expected, yes.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
would expect them to at least hold their own. Did not expect Korea to only win 2 games. I thought they'd win at least 3.
Yeah.
Taipei won 2 games. Great for them. Czechoslovakia not winning a single game was kind of a bummer because they're kind of like a fan favorite team.
Yep. The darlings of the WC, if you will.
Pretty much, yeah. They're definitely the fan favorites. Everyone loves to watch them.
Hmm.
But again, this pool was not anything unexpected, to be honest. So not too shocked
Yeah.
here. A lot of fun baseball though. The games are great.
Yeah.
There was again some drama with Team Australia, and we'll go into that later on in the stream. We have slides for
Hmm.
that. And let's check out our last pool, which is Pool D.
Yeah.
And again, no surprises. Um, Dominican Republic just killed it. They're
Hmm.
they're a vibes team. They're firing all cylinders. I mean, you got Vlad, you got Tatis, you got Machado on there. All vibe guys. Venezuela is also a strong team. Not surprising. Um, Israel, Netherlands, Nicaragua were not expected to advance. So, if anything, Israel probably punched a little above its weight for me,
Hmm.
but not a surprise either. So, I was hoping for more upsets. USA was almost the biggest upset so far. It didn't work
Hmm.
out that way, but Italy being 4-0 is probably the biggest upset of the tournament so far.
Yeah.
But that all means nothing now because
We're in the single
here's the
elimination.
brackets for single elimination. This is where it's like it don't matter who's better.
Yeah.
It's who's better that day. You know.
Exactly.
So let's go through the games. Let's hear your thoughts. So first quarterfinal here, we've got Korea and DR.
Oof, that's gonna be that could go either way. I mean, if DR is firing on all cylinders, they're gonna stomp on Korea.
Yeah, I think so
But
too.
I think if the Koreans are, I mean, the Koreans are feisty. We
Yep.
can't you can't say that they're not, right?
Hmm.
If they have an exceptionally good day, they can make it. They can keep it close. So, but I think ultimately DR wins that game.
I think DR wins too, and it's not necessarily because of offense. I think it's because Korea's pitching is just that much weaker. Because their pitcher they announced for this game is old Dodger friend, Yu Hyun Jin Ryu.
Okay.
So he's going to be pitching,
Engine.
which is awesome, 10 years ago, but he's not the guy he
Yeah.
was 10 years ago. Um, DR's got a lot of great offense. Their pitching is okay. Not as good as America. Well, America's pitchers and paper is better. As far as who actually plays is a different story.
Right. Right.
But Korea's offense isn't nearly as good, right? As far as
Yeah.
power. Now they play a KBO brand of baseball, which is very much like NPB, which is a lot of small ball, a lot of contact,
Yes.
a lot of base
Contact.
stealings.
Hmm.
So they're going to try to force them to make mistakes. So we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. Again, I mean, I'm with you. It's either going to be really close or a blowout.
Yeah.
So it's not going to. I don't think it's going to be a back and forth battle.
Definitely not back and forth. It's definitely going to be a. It'll either be a landslide or it'll be a trickle that turns into a gush.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So going on
But
to quarterfinal two,
mhm,
another fun matchup because we got USA versus Canada. Now, the
man,
storyline that's interesting this one is, the US unceremoniously losing to Italy when they thought they
yes.
were already in.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Against
apparently
Menace,
showing up to
man.
the game against Italy like hungover and tired.
Yeah.
And so that's why they lost and almost faced elimination. Um, the other fun storyline for me is how poetic would it be if after watching both their hockey teams lose the Olympics, they beat the Americans in baseball?
I was just about to say that. Like, what if they actually beat the American team? I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't think so either, but it would make for an interesting storyline, right?
Yes.
It would be very
And the
fun.
and yeah, and again, it's gonna depend on. I mean, seriously, I think it just depends on uh, American pitching,
Yeah,
which I don't know if you saw that it was announced. This is actually going to be after that game. Clayton Kershaw is off the roster,
yeah.
so
We'll talk about
this
that later. I have a slide about that.
okay.
So yeah, it's
Mysterious lights.
yeah. Well, it's because you weren't here, so
Damn car.
right. But yeah, I think it's going to be USA in that one. So I'm expecting DR and USA to meet in semifinal in that one,
Yeah.
which that would be a hell of a game.
Yes, it will.
That's a hell of a game, 100%. That's going to be exciting as hell. So moving on to the right side of the bracket, quarterfinal three, Puerto
Hmm.
Rico and Italy. That should be a fun ass game to watch.
Yeah, I think that's the game of the
Yeah, of
quarterfinals.
this bracket, that's probably going to be the tightest, most exciting game, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know who to pick
Two
on that one.
very
I really
yeah
don't. I mean, Puerto Rico's a solid team, but Italy's got the vibes right now.
yeah I mean
They're
I
coming
don't
in
know,
hot,
man.
man. They just
Italy,
they just
yeah,
put out what 9 runs on Mexico.
yeah.
So
That was a crazy
after
game.
putting 8 on USA, so yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
they're rolling. They're rolling right
yeah,
now.
they're rolling right now, which you want to see.
There's something in that espresso.
Oh, for sure. And I have a slide about
Mark
that
my
too,
words.
since you weren't paying attention. There's a lot of
Oh,
WBC slides I added because it was a really
oh
weird
boy.
week of WBC baseball.
It was. It was really fun, and
Oh
it
yeah,
was like it was
super fun.
crazy, and it like this is what I love about tournaments. I wish it was expanded a little bit more so
I
that
wish it
they
was
didn't.
longer, right?
Yeah, maybe in another two or three. Or well, it would need to be an additional four. So
Yeah.
what?
Well, I want to see pool play be bigger and
Yeah,
longer so we get more countries involved to see some real crazy upsets and just random teams show up.
yeah.
Um, Obviously, ideally, the elimination round would be 3 games at least.
Hmm.
But I mean, that makes the schedule so much longer doing that.
Yeah.
Like that alone would make it 2 weeks longer.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
So
and they definitely can't do that. It has to
yeah,
be within certain time
you got
frame.
yeah.
So
I mean that doesn't even fit the Olympic schedule.
right, yeah.
But
All right. The
um,
final.
I mean, I my pick just for
Mhm.
vibes, I'm gonna go with Italy.
Okay. Okay.
I think they
I
ride the
see.
high. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout though. I think Puerto Rico's also coming in guns blazing. So
True. Yeah, I think Italy, even though I think they're technically the higher seed here.
yeah,
They advance.
hmm
Uh, close close game as well.
yeah.
And the nation of Puerto Rico will have no longer have a shortage on bleach
That's true.
product for their hair.
Bleach will be in stock. Hair bleach will be back in
Yeah.
stock after that.
Yes.
Moving on to our last but not least, quarterfinal number 4, Venezuela, Japan.
There's also another. I don't. Well, I don't think it'll be close.
Well, this
I
is
think it'll.
one, honestly, like having watched Japan's play in their 4
Yeah.
games,
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are giving too much thought or using too much based on last tournament. Japan looks, at least with the way they're playing right now, looks significantly weaker offensively than they have in the past. They've had
Okay.
some late comebacks,
Uh huh.
but it's in garbage time, right?
Yeah.
They did go 4-0, so I'm not gonna discount that or anything, but
Yeah.
they are not looking unstoppable in any way, shape, or form.
Oh. Oh, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
Czech Republic held them
to two,
scoreless for like
it was tied at the seventh
7.2.
or eighth. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They scored all their runs in the 8th
yeah.
of
Crazy.
that game, and then they got shut down again. So, I mean, if Venezuela I mean, Venezuela definitely has the pitching. They
Yeah,
have the players
for
that
sure.
are at that level where
hmm
they could potentially shut them down.
hmm
Um, yeah, that I mean, it's difficult. I mean, I still think Japan goes through,
hmm
um, just based on
So
the
Venezuela's Achilles
caliber of players, I
heel
guess.
against Japan, if they have one, right?
Yeah.
Where Japan outclasses them is going to be defense and base running. They've been a little
Okay.
sloppy. They've been a little sloppy.
True.
Um, Japan has not been sloppy. They just haven't had the offensive opportunities they usually generate. So that could keep it a low scoring game. That's my thought. Because Japan's defense is usually impeccable.
Yeah. Yeah, they do be bringing their best.
Yep. So that being said, I don't know. It's one of those things where like I still think it's gonna be Japan, but like it's not gonna be like I said, it's not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close. So what do you think Japan too, or who do you think advances?
Uh, yeah, I think I mean, unless something happens with their pitching where they just completely get blasted,
Yeah.
like I think Japan moves on.
Oh,
I
and
mean,
by the way, the pitching matchup for this one is Ranger Suarez versus Yamamoto. So that should be fun to watch.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's a good matchup. So do not expect a lot of offense in that game. Though Yamamoto can get blown up now and then. So
yeah. Well,
well,
yeah. I
so
mean,
can Ranger
if it's
though.
a if it's a typical Yamamoto game, like there's Venezuela scoring in the first inning,
Yeah. And then probably
like
nothing after that. Yeah.
at least one run and then nothing. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So our picks that means our picks then for semifinal 1 is going to be DR USA, which will be a crazy game, fun game to watch, right? And
Yeah,
then also semifinal 2 would end up being Italy Japan. So those are our picks. Lock them in, everybody. Place your bets. We don't condone betting, but hey,
yeah,
gambling is ruining
yeah.
baseball and all sports. Anyways,
Yep.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
really
I'm good
everything.
with those picks. I think that's solid.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where we're at next week.
Well, yeah, by the next video, we'll know if we were right or wrong. By the time we
Yeah,
our next tournament,
and I think
it'll
the
be over.
tournament might be over by
Yeah,
that
it'll be over
time
by our
too.
next tournament.
well, do you want to go over like so? Do you think DR is over the US or like what do you think the final's going to be?
So DRUS, right?
Uh-huh.
I honestly think it would be DR.
Yeah, I
With
think
just
I
how
think
well
the
they've been playing right now, I think so.
yeah.
I think they move to the final. And for Italy, Japan, I think if Japan makes it past Venezuela, they make it past Italy.
Mm.
I don't think Italy's that much
Yeah.
better of a team than Venezuela.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I mean, Italy's riding high, so I
Yeah.
think that's that's why they're moving on to the semis. But I think once they reach the semis, I think the caliber of baseball that they're playing against at that point is uh they're not playing against a team that's gonna be celebrating the night before is basically
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
They're going to be getting drunk. Which,
Yeah, they're
nice
gonna.
segue for our next slide.
Mhm.
So we're saying the final is going to be okay. Wait, no, before that, let's finish. So we're saying final will be Japan DR. Who wins that one? Who's your
Yeah.
overall champion?
Dang, I don't know. That's one of those ones where like if Japan could throw off the vibes of DR, or even if the US throws off their vibes in the semifinal,
Hmm.
and then DR goes in like they won but like not convincingly,
Yeah.
like or on some
Or maybe they
like
almost
error or
lose it at the
something,
end or
or
something.
yeah.
Like they're ahead by
Yeah.
8 and they give up 7 runs.
Yeah, something weird like that, right?
Yeah.
Like where they potentially lose, or yeah, there's a potential for losing, and Aaron Judge strikes out or something, and they
Yeah.
barely make it through.
Well, I mean, that's
Very
only when like
specific, I know, but
two of your best players on that team are from the Padres.
yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. But yeah, I think DR makes it into the final, and then Japan. Um, Ultimately, I think, man, that one's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Uh, let's go. I'll say Japan, just because we even know who would be in the final, like pitching the final? Is it going to be Shohei?
No, he already said he's not pitching. So.
Okay. See, that's the other thing. If the U.S. wins, right?
Hmm.
Does that mean? And I know Skubal was making his case for pitching again. Does he pitch in the semi?
No, I think it's Skeens.
Skeens would be pitching in
I
the
think
semi.
so. I have to look at it again, but I think that's how
Okay.
it lined up.
And then Skubal would
If
be
he comes back, I think that
final
hasn't been. I haven't heard that's been
potentially.
approved yet.
Yeah, I think he's still fighting for it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you should have gotten a taste first, and then been like, yeah, you know what?
You
I'll
never should
probably
have said
not
you
play
weren't
the
going to pitch
second
one game to
game.
begin with.
Yeah,
So, but for
yeah.
me,
So
if it is DR Japan, I'm gonna go off script here, or take my homer hat off, and I think DR wins it if they make it to the final.
okay.
I think they ride that high of beating the U.S. going to the final. I think Japan is just kind of squeak by Italy because this is the way
Uh
they've
huh.
been playing so far this tournament. And I don't think they're going to get blown out, but I think DR is going to win semi convincingly. I think maybe they get out ahead early, and Japan kind of creeps back, but it's not enough. That's my prediction
Okay.
because I don't think Japan has the offensive production right now to match up with DR. Anything can
Oh,
change.
yeah.
You know,
No.
Otani could do like 4 for 4 with 4 home runs for all we know, right?
Yeah.
Murakami could go crazy. He hasn't gone crazy yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's not forget they were also playing at home. I think
yeah,
the
playing at home
semi
helps a lot
is.
too.
I think the semis and the finals are all in Florida. Like this round is all in Florida, right? It's basically
It's
in.
half and half. So quarterfinal two is in Texas and quarterfinal three is in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So half Texas, half
Okay.
Florida. Then
So they're
after that, it's
still.
all Florida.
Okay.
So
So they still have that short portion left out in.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, people like are like, well, what does that even matter? It matters a lot,
yep.
especially if you have right-handed hitters that
Hmm.
can hit just further than that short. Well, like right above the scoreboard, basically
Yeah,
in Houston, and but I mean that's potentially where the Canadians could beat the Americans on
yeah.
that
We'll have to
one.
wait and
And
see. I'm. It's single elimination, so anything can happen.
sweet Jesus,
That's what makes it exciting, right? I love single
yeah,
elimination games. It's crazy. It's so unbaseball.
yeah, on any given field, on any given day,
right,
anything can happen.
right.
Right,
So,
Mark DeRosa?
which is our next slide. Nice segue. Way to give it the sizzle. So the major controversy this week was Team USA losing to Italy because Mark DeRosa, in an interview before the game, had assumed they had already clinched.
Hmm.
And then the report came out. Again, I have not verified this. I'm just going by what people have said online and articles I've read, and reporters have said that Team USA was like
Yeah.
completely sloshed going to that game.
Hearsay. Yeah.
They were out partying. Now, shout out to Kingdom. People are saying, well, that's because they didn't put their best guys in, because Mark DeRosa is an idiot and he didn't put his best players in, because he didn't put Cal Raleigh in. Cal Raleigh's like 0 for 18 in the tournament right now.
Yeah.
Will Smith is like 3 for 8 or something. So he's got way better offensive production, right? Will Smith almost led the comeback against Italy. So, and let's be very frank about this. Like, even the quote unquote offensive B squad for USA could have won that game, should have won that game.
Yes.
So, but yeah, Mark DeRosa, people go, well, he made it to the finals, the previous one, whatever. I get that. I totally get. It. I get where people are coming from that. Like he did have success the last go around. I just don't like him as a coach. I just think there's so many better options for Team USA if you want to take this seriously, right?
Yeah.
If you want to show that, hey, we're using our whole ass this year, right?
Yeah. I mean, they could have brought in one of the guys that we'll be talking about later,
Yeah,
right?
you could have brought in
And
Bud Black. He's not doing anything.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, they
There's
I don't know.
so many great
Like,
options to manage this team, like actual managers who know the players beyond just interviewing them on MLB Network,
mhm.
who've played
Yeah,
against them, seen them on the field, right?
yeah, it's very much
I'm not saying Mark DeRosa doesn't know baseball. He does,
yeah.
but if you're gonna go if you're gonna talk about going all in and putting in full effort to win this thing finally, right? They won once, but
Mhm.
it's just I don't know. I don't like him as the manager. I think he's a great dude. I don't mind him on TV. I just don't like him being their pick twice in a row now. And the
Yeah,
foible just kind of adds to that, right?
for sure.
And then what the sweet is about MLB Network took down the video of the interview when they lost.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
And
remember I saw
and
I
then it
saw
was
that. It was
eventually
public, but
re-uploaded, but with that section redacted.
yeah, it was crazy. Like they completely edited out
Yep,
they were trying to
cover for him a little
what's
bit.
it cover his guy. Yeah, cover their guy, I
I get it.
guess.
You're gonna do that, but I even watched MLB Network, like MLB Tonight and stuff, and they were not saying anything about. Like they kind of mentioned it jokingly because they're friends with him,
Yeah.
but they spent most of the time covering his ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
rules are
and then
complicated, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, they are,
yeah.
but if you're taking it seriously, you know the rules like every other team did.
Yeah.
You know,
And what was the other thing? Like when he tried to walk it back, even then
yeah, it was kind of weird. Like his
he messed
excuses
up.
were like all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. And then Bryce Harper says, I mean, all the players said stuff that just was like, what the hell, you know? But we'll take that bummer and move on to something fun. I don't know if you saw this one with our favorite Kansas City Royal, Vinny Pasquantino, the Pasquatch.
Squatch.
Much has been made
Yes.
about Team Italy with their Nespresso machine being in the dugout, and they get a an espresso for every home run,
Yeah.
And now they're putting their
Which is
numbers on the
hilarious.
machine, which is great too.
Yeah. Did you see that interview with him?
Yeah, the one that it's in the tweet there, the little screenshot.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, like he's like, we proposed it, and then we didn't realize like how quick we would need to do like make the coffee.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like,
not
so
instant. Yeah,
the first few were like scalding hot, and people burn their mouths.
pause.
He's like, but now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. We got
Yeah.
it set up, and so,
And if you guys haven't seen it, like watch interviews with Cervelli. He's hilarious too.
yeah.
He's such a great interview. Like I like that Pasquatch opened the interview with "You're welcome, USA." Toasting. I'm like, damn. He's like, I said, he looks at the camera like he's looking straight at the Bobby Wood soul.
Right?
And then of course his comment about I'm fully caffeinated. We're all beamed up right now. That's he just may have started a new phrase.
right?
We're all going to talk
All
about being
beamed
beamed
up.
up. Yep. So good.
Also, I think if you ordered the team pack for Italy, you should be getting a bonus ball or a bonus card.
Oh really? Oh, because they have three home
I think so,
runs.
right?
Are they part of the
Yeah,
whole thing? Oh, okay. Interesting. That reminds me, they haven't
because
released the Road to Opening Day set for the MLB teams yet, huh?
yeah, no,
Yeah, still waiting for those. Not that we're gonna get any bonus cards. Like last year, we got what, two, one card, right? How many bonus cards did
I,
we get last year? It was like nothing.
one,
Yeah, one card maybe.
and it wasn't until the playoffs
It was
because
so much sadness.
it was that Shohei game where he hit 3 home runs or whatever.
Yeah. I was like,
Dude, it
what
was
the
such a
heck?
like and the year before there was like 9 cards or
We
something. It
got
was something
bunched the year
weird.
before, so we're like, oh, I'm totally buying this again. This we got so many cool cards for free, you know. Oh man. Well, tie it back to the Dodgers and WBC. You brought this up for me to add, so let's go on to our next segment here. Look at our good friend Dusty there thugging.
Yeah,
So do you want to talk about his why he's coaching Nicaragua?
yeah. I mean, so they chose him as a coach because apparently they knew that he has big game, uh, history
Well, I mean, we have
essentially,
everyone knows that, you know. He's
right?
Dusty freaking Baker,
And
you know.
yeah, and they were also training at Vero Beach, so at Dodger Town,
Hmm.
and so they invited him to coach, and he said yes, and it was like the first time in 30 years that he had been back to Dodger Town.
Yeah, which
So
is crazy.
so amazing, amazing, amazing.
Here's another great picture of him.
Yeah, with young Mr. Robinson.
We can never you can never say enough about Jackie Robinson and his contributions to the sport in America. So
Yep.
I know we bring it up a lot. You always see these pictures of him. That's just how important he was, especially to black players. People like Dusty Baker, right? The important,
Yeah.
even Mookie Betts and David Price have said it. Like, you cannot discount how important he was to them, and will be
Yeah.
forever,
Well,
and for all of
yeah.
us minority folk, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I was actually just about to say that. I was like, it's not just you know, the black players. Like they that opened the door for a lot of Latin American players who were also dark skinned. I
yeah,
mean, there could have been, potentially other like light skinned Mexican players that,
like Ted Williams.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
played
famously,
baseball.
who hid that he was Mexican
Yeah.
his whole career.
And
You know,
yeah.
and
But without
you,
Jackie.
you don't get Roberto Clemente,
Yep.
um, Juan Marichal. You know, it's
Hmm.
like there's so many like dark skinned Latino players and Spanish players who came after him too, right?
Yep.
Which inevitably bleeds into Latin American players. Period. Cuba's. I mean, you got to remember this is an era too where you also almost never saw Jewish players.
Hmm.
Those were all. They were just starting to not become a rarity, right?
Yeah.
It's a crazy. Baseball really does reflect America, good and bad. Baseball was segregated. Baseball had a lot of minorities. And then you see Jackie Robinson and all the things that came after the civil rights movement. Baseball opens up, the country opens up, right?
Mhm.
Because after Jackie, like I said, you have Juan Marichal, you have Roberto Clemente, but that's also the era where you had Desi Arnaz with Lucille Ball on TV,
Yeah.
random Cuban guy with an accent. Like you don't see that, right? A white woman and a Cuban, you know.
Especially not a mixed race couple. Love that fact.
Yeah, right. So it was interesting. And it kind of parallels, what's going on. And then, as Dodger fans too, you go into the 80s and 90s, and what do you have? You have Fernando Valenzuela coming up, right?
Hmm.
Which is ironically the same time you start around the era of like Cheech and Chong. Mexican culture is becoming a Mexican American culture is becoming a thing in the
Yep.
late 70s, early 80s. And here comes Fernando Valenzuela, which is why he's so iconic to Mexican Americans, right? That
Yeah.
movement was starting. The whole Chicano La Raza movement was already beginning, and then here comes Fernando, who puts it over the top. And then you come into the 90s when the whole Asian wave is starting, right?
Hmm.
Sushi, because of the 80s, sushi became big. Yoshinoyas are everywhere. You know, Korean food is taken off, whatever, and we bring in Nomo and Chanho Park. And they inspire a whole generation to this day of Asian kids and Asian Americans to play baseball. The Dodgers are still a popular team in Korea, and it's not because of Kim Hae Sung. It's because of Chanho Park.
Yeah.
That love for the Dodgers never went away because that was their only major leaguer forever. He was their Jackie Robinson.
Yep.
Not quite as hard for him to come into the league as it was for Jackie.
Yeah.
It didn't really take a
Definitely not.
generational rule change for it to happen, but still, he's the first guy. So,
Hmm.
and Nomo, I get that people say he wasn't the first, but the first guy almost made it so Nomo could never happen. So really, Nomo,
Yeah.
go watch document. There's a documentary called Nomo Mania on YouTube, posted by the Dodgers. It's from the Dodger Channel. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a great look into the background and how he got here and all the risks he took to open the door for NPB players. Which again, not for him. We don't have Otani, don't have Ichiro,
Hmm.
don't have Matsui, we don't have any of these guys. Someone probably would have done it eventually, but he was the first, and it still took a while after him. He was the only Japanese player for a while. So
Yeah, it wasn't like we got a sea of Japanese players like right after or
yeah,
anything.
like we're seeing right
Like,
now, like Otani's big, so now
mhm.
everyone from Japan's coming over. You know,
Yeah, I mean
so
it's to the point where that one kid is like going to school out here, I think.
in the one that went to Stanford, Rintaro Suzuki.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he opted to not play in Japan in college or get drafted by NPB and just come straight to U.S. college. So he
Hmm.
can bypass all the posting rules and everything else. If it works out for him, especially, you're going to see a lot more kids do that
Yeah,
because
for
there are
sure.
reports, legit reports, that there are more and more college scouts in Japan and Korea and in Europe looking for
Hmm.
baseball players because
Yeah,
this
I
can
mean,
help those players. Part of the selling point is you become eligible for the MLB draft, not the international draft.
yeah,
So if you're
seek
good, you're
more money right
talking
away.
way more money up front, you know.
Hmm.
So
Which I think it'll be awesome for the college game. In all
oh, for
honesty,
sure, yeah.
you know, like the reduction of the minor leagues also was really good for the college game
Yeah.
because we're seeing a lot more colleges that weren't typically powerhouses
Hmm.
come
Like
through, and that's
Baylor,
because like yeah,
Kentucky,
or Rice, I think.
or Louisville.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Kentucky,
yeah. Hmm.
Louisville, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, for a long time, it was crazy because it was like the Trojans, USC, well, it's like some southern schools, like Georgia, I think,
yeah.
were really like really, really entrenched as like
Well, UCLA
what's
was
it called?
entrenched
Collegiate
forever.
champions. Yeah, UCLA for yeah,
Yeah,
especially UCLA, yeah.
yeah.
And then
Shout out to Chase Utley
yeah,
and Dave Roberts.
once they got rid of basically like the three-quarters of all the minor league teams, like
Yeah,
guys just were like, there's no other like I have to be good in college.
yeah. Because the draft's only what 10 rounds now, 12 rounds instead of
Mhm.
like 60 plus.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these guys don't get drafted; they just go back to college.
Yeah.
They announce the draft, and if they don't get drafted, they just keep playing college ball until they get drafted.
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
yeah, I
that's
think
cool too, because like I think didn't they? Aren't don't some leagues like as soon as you announce for the draft, like you lose eligibility?
yeah, not in baseball.
Yeah, baseball like has always kept the what's it called like eligibility, even if you. I mean, and that's just to allow them if they don't get drafted. Because even back when there was 70 plus rounds,
Hmm.
like it wasn't guaranteed that you're
Oh
getting
no, no,
drafted.
yeah. And then the again going back to the guy I just mentioned, Chase Utley is an example of that. Chase Utley was drafted by
Mhm.
the Dodgers
Yep.
in I believe the first second round, and he said, "No, I'm gonna go play college."
Yeah.
And so he went play UCLA for I want to say all 4 years instead, and got drafted by the Phillies when he came out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what another one of those crazy things like with baseball is like dudes will be drafted and be like, "Nah, I'm gonna go to college instead."
Yeah,
Like they could choose to not play baseball and they'd still be eligible. Go play baseball and get drafted by a different team.
yeah.
Like the team that well,
You're not
not
locked
signed them,
in.
but picked them in the draft. Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't lock them in.
yeah.
That was like was some of the crazy stuff. Like if you look at some of the Dodgers players, like you just mentioned Chase Utley,
Yeah.
like he went back and he played. I think what's his face too, the Hawaiian guy from the Phillies.
Oh, Victorino?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Victorino was
Hmm.
also
Drafted by the Dodgers.
drafted by the
Yeah.
Dodgers. He's like, no, I'm gonna
Well,
go into school.
for me, the most famous one of all time is current radio broadcaster Rick Monday.
Oh yeah,
So the story, for those who don't know, you probably know the story already because I think Rick's told it a million times on the radio.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
how Tommy Lasorda came to his house when he was in high school and said, "I want you to play for the Dodgers." Right? I'm willing to sign you right now. Here's a check, whatever. And his mother, Rick Monday's mom, says, "You know, I appreciate it, but I really want him to go to college first, right?
hmm
I want him to get an education." And he says, "But I promise you, when he finishes college, he'll sign with the Dodgers." This is before the draft. And so
yeah,
they had like a handshake agreement that once Rick finishes college, he's going to go get signed to the Dodgers. And Tommy was fine with that. He had that much faith in Rick Monday.
yep,
And what happened during Rick's 4 years in college was MLB instituted the draft.
yeah,
And so he never signed with the Dodgers. He became the first number one overall pick of all time. The very first draft was Rick Monday going number one to the Cubs, right? Yeah.
yep,
And he would eventually become a Dodger. His most famous career moments are not with the Dodgers, but he would eventually become a Dodger much later. Tommy did joke about that a couple times. You know, I still get. He's like, I still got my guy in the end.
yeah. Took a
But
slight detour, but it was good.
yeah, took a little longer than expected, like 12 years longer. But I always thought that was always a fun story to me. That and Steve Sachs swearing up and down he'll never become a Dodger because he was a Giants fan.
Yeah,
That getting
that
drafted
was
by them
hilarious.
anyways, be like, okay, they're paying me, I'm going.
Right?
Which happens to a lot of players. You know, a lot of players, growing up watching baseball, they have teams they love, but that's not who drafts you. So you suck it up and go, because you want to play pro ball. I would do the same
Yeah.
thing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and it's not like you can guess what, like when they're gonna need the position that you're playing,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I guess the easiest position to possibly would be like maybe middle infielder and outfield
No, his position is reliever.
to get drafted. No, but like specifically for your team.
Oh, for your team specifically, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There's
So
usually a shortage of them. So
yeah, or yeah, like, but you can never predict like, oh, they're, like
they're gonna need
you
this
never know. Like
position
you
in
could
this many
have
years.
right,
Yeah.
you could have like generational player Pee Wee Reese come up right before you, and you'll never play.
Yeah. Which is the problem we
Crazy.
have right now with Dalton Rushing. Almost.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we have this guy who's an amazing offensive catcher. Hey, look, we already have that, and we just
hmm
signed to a 6-year contract. What the hell are we gonna do with this guy? We don't want to trade him because he's too good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Austin Barnes. But you also have to get Dalton Rushing to agree to be a backup.
Yeah.
And that's tough. You know, I don't think he minds now that he has a ring.
Right.
That sure helps. But still. But yeah, that baseball's fun that way to me, more than other
Yeah.
sports. So let's move on. We're gonna talk about the title of our stream, which is catchers are weird.
Catchers are weird.
You were a catcher, so you know for sure. And I was a pitcher, and I can verify catchers are just as weird as pitchers are. Pitchers are numero
Yeah.
uno on the weird hierarchy when it comes to baseball. I'll admit that straight up. Just look at Zach Greinke.
Definitely.
And so the WBC controversy for catchers started earlier this week or last week. Was last week? It was over the weekend, right?
Yeah, it was over
Where
the weekend.
the Australian catcher refused to shake hands with anybody really on the opposing
Yeah.
team, Czechoslovakia. Which, what did he say? It's because he's too competitive. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that still doesn't make any sense to me. Like
It was very strange, definitely.
it was like the handshake pre-game or after the game where he wouldn't shake. It wasn't even like no, it was after the game. That's right. Czechoslovakia lost, and he wouldn't do it. I'm like, dude, it's not during the game. I kind of get it, but it's not a big deal, right? And I
Yeah.
don't like guys who always go, well, I'm just too competitive. No, you're just an asshole, right? Because like I said, Mookie Betts is super competitive. He doesn't do that.
But he still has chicks' hands, yeah.
Yeah. You think Freddie Freeman's not competitive? You think Aaron Judge isn't competitive? You think Otani's not competitive? All these other players, even Tatis will shake people's hands. He's super competitive.
Yeah.
Machado too, right? Machado might be mad
Mhm.
at one guy and not do it, but I don't ever see him as a kind of guy, despite what we think about him as Dodger fans, to just like be a bitch, right? Like he kind of was. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's so weird to me, and that was the start of it. You know, I get like you're a catcher, bro, right?
Yeah.
You're not you're not the offensive heart of your team for Australia. You're not the ace
Yep.
pitcher. You're the catcher. So but that was just the beginning. Did you see this one too? Did you catch this whole thing with the Australian
This
catcher?
interaction?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was when he walked up to the plate. So it was kinda like the same thing, excuse me, like the, Randy and
yeah.
Cal Raleigh thing that happened.
Yep. Which is our next slide.
Yeah, which they like so it was kind of nuts in regards to, like, I don't know, like,
I just understand the reaction. Like it's
yeah,
WBC first of
yeah,
all, right? And you're whooping Czechoslovakia already.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Australia potentially could have an amazing team, but I think they fall apart defensively
Yeah.
sometimes, and it's like a really big, like, they fall apart in
Well, it's
big
because
moments
their
when they,
league barely survives.
yeah. So I
So
mean, yeah,
they don't have as many MLB players, right?
yeah,
So they're relying on the guys in their professional league, which what like two teams just folded recently, saying they can't sustain themselves financially.
dang, that's
Even though those are
crazy.
the two like most popular teams too, which is weird. So I don't know. It's that league is just dying on the vine, which is unfortunate because I want more leagues to succeed. The more I want more baseball, not less.
Yes, definitely.
If that makes that's really what it comes down to. I want Taiwan's league to do good. Taiwan's league, by the way, will be good in the next 5-10 years. They didn't win all those U12, U18 tournaments by accident. There's a lot
True.
of young talent there coming through. So Australia, I hope will do better and be good. I want to see the European leagues do better. I want to see when the African leagues come up. I just want to see baseball grow. The WBC is going to be nuts. But moving on. This is the first catch of weirdness, right?
Hmm.
This second one's even weirder to me, right? Randy comes up to the plate,
Literally teams.
goes up to Cal for a fist bump, and Cal's like, nah.
Uh,
They're teammates
yeah.
on the Mariners, right?
Yeah, I don't they apparently they had told Brandy not to do it. I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Like,
I actually added those slides too. We'll kind of go into that. It's just a
yeah.
weird thing. I'm like, he does it. Randy does it all the time, right?
Mhm.
Which our next slide, I'll show you. This wasn't the first time this has happened to him with a catcher on TV USA,
Yeah.
but it was just a strange interaction because it's like, okay, Cal, I mean that's literally your dude. Like you play
Yeah.
together, 162 games a year, right? That's what made it feel so weird and Randy's reaction to it was not good afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
A lot of people keep saying he's joking or this or that, or people try to interpret what he said in Spanish and this and that. I'm like, dude, he looked pretty hot.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't that he didn't get the fist bump, it's that it was Cal that got him hot.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, he kind of explained it. Like, he knows like his family, and
Yeah,
they're
like they're
they're
tight.
really tight.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so he thought, like, yeah, okay, they told me not to do it, but you know what? Like, I know he's a good person.
Yeah, we're
Like I'm
teammates, we're family, you know. So
Yeah, especially if it like yeah, I mean like the Shohei and Kim were out in
dude, they were cheering
center
for
field
each
hugging.
other as they're beating
Yeah.
each other's teams. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I don't it's a strange situation to be put in because you're obviously teammates,
yeah,
but you're competitors too.
yeah.
But like I never like my best friend growing up and I were in on separate teams in Little League.
Hmm.
Like we didn't like I mean I couldn't yell at him from the outfield. Well, I could when he was on first, and I would call him, like like a cheater, or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
try to make a laugh and
You
just
bitch.
distract him or whatever from outfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't tie your shoes. What are you doing? Did you put the wrong pants on?
Cup check, cup check. No, I,
So
I
that
I
that
same thing happened to me. Like I had friends in high school that we played on different opposing teams in summer league,
yeah.
but
Like
I don't
it's
remember
weird. Like
not being friendly with them.
yeah, and I don't ever remember anybody not being friendly with each other.
Yeah, okay. Being a pitcher, I do remember hitting them, not on purpose.
Yes, like yeah, we
things
did
getting
like as
things
a
getting heated that way, but it was never on purpose. I never went out of my way to snub them in any way because we're still boys. We're gonna
yeah,
be playing together once summer's over. So
yeah. I
I
mean,
never understood that. I mean, I don't
yeah,
understand this. You know, it was funny
yeah.
though.
I
Randy's video
I
starts
don't get
with
it.
apologizing to like Cal's mom and his family.
Yeah,
He's like, "I love you guys. It's nothing personal, you know. But
yeah.
I'm not
That
trying
was
to insult
crazy.
you." Well, I was like, "Man, that's yeah." It was very strange. But again, catchers are weird because again, this isn't the first time. Our own catcher Will Smith, who we all know is very weird sometimes, also did not fist bump Randy the year before the tournament before.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, and then Will had something
Uh,
to say about this because again, he did it too. Will is such a weird guy because he's so quiet,
fucking
right? And then he runs his mouth. Like, dude, it's like the profile
fucking
thing all over again. Like, where does he come from with this shit?
you snitching,
Right?
Will? You stool pigeon?
Right?
What the fuck? Traded from the Dodgers. Get rid of him. We don't want no snitches.
And then
uh,
Cal's comment was, I hate that this is a thing. Well, I
course he
mean, it didn't
does.
have to be a thing if you just fist bumped him.
Just yeah, shake his hand.
I'll give him a fist bump. It
Like
wasn't
what
even a
the fuck?
handshake. It was a fist bump. Not a big deal.
I hate to
Take
like
split
yeah.
second.
This okay. So specifically, this is one of those reasons why like I hate to say it, but this is a reason why the Mariners are in a position where they don't make it to the playoffs a lot, right? Like I don't know. Like it didn't have to be a big thing. Like
Yeah.
he like Raleigh could have just been like, okay, if I don't like if it was like anybody but Randy, we everybody would have been cool with it. But because it's your teammate,
Yeah, that makes it worse.
that's what's making it worse.
Yeah.
Like
Because,
it's
like, the
not
Will Smith
it's
one, no one really cared. They're not teammates, right?
yeah.
It was kind of more like the Australian one. It's like, well, he's just kind of being a hard ass,
Yeah.
you know? But the
Like
Randy
and, I was
one,
like
it's
and you
like, dude, that's your guy. Like,
like and you guys were almost eliminated.
yeah.
They could have ended your freaking
Well, my
WBC on a bad note.
my funny dream scenario, right? Like I was waiting for it to happen just for the headlines. I didn't want it to happen. I just thought it would be hilarious. Was like because the tiebreaker scenario, Mexico's winning in the ninth inning, right?
Yeah.
Against Italy. Let's say 4-1 or something, right?
Hmm.
Which would have eliminated the United States. But they have bases loaded.
Yeah.
Randy Rosarina's at bat, and he just stands there and looks at three strikes
Yeah.
to end the game to make sure USA gets eliminated. I was
Yeah.
waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen too. Or he bunts right back to the pitcher
Yeah, something like that to like, you know what?
for the
No,
third out.
I'm gonna screw you guys over right now.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. Instead, Italy destroyed Mexico. Sorry, but and because no one asked, Yadier Molina had to say something about this. No one asked him, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
But he's got a point. I'm backing up on this one. What's the big deal?
Yeah. Yeah. There's
What's the big deal? It's a fist
there's no
bump, dude.
reason not to. Yeah.
You say hi. It's not a huge deal. Like again, I don't get the whole competitor angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I only get that from pitchers, honestly, because that's just a pitcher thing. I don't know if people know this. Like pitchers do not talk to anybody when they're starting. Even Kershaw was like that. Famously, this last season, Kershaw was getting ready for a start. Who was it? It's one of the former Dodgers was on the team, and Kershaw was near the batting cages. I think he was talking to Doc or something, and I forget who else came up to him and just wanted to say hi, because he's an old teammate and he hasn't seen him in a while. He's retiring this year. He's like, let me go greet Kershaw, and Kershaw's like, not today. I'll talk to you tomorrow
Yeah.
because he's starting, right? He's like, I don't, I'm not. That's not. I'm not in the zone. Don't. I get that. You're a pitcher,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know. So it's just weird. I don't know, but it's again, catchers being hard asses is nothing new.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're also trying to get into the zone and
Yeah.
you know keep it, because there is a strategy for all of the batters that we kind of have to go through, and
Hmm.
we walk through in preparation for the game.
Yeah.
There is that that there is that extra bit of I have to be ready for you know these pitches that may not be pretty or may not be in the zone because you like to chase.
Yeah, but that's before the at bat even.
Yeah.
He's literally
I
just
was like,
walking to the box, right?
yeah, but like
And
like I still don't get it. I don't
yeah,
like.
my weird, not really counterpoint, but my example of why this just comes off even extra weird to me. Um, I mean, Otani does that every game.
Yeah.
He walks to the catcher and the umpire, tips his hat, says hi. They all wave back to him.
Yep.
So I mean, they're in the middle of a playoff game, right? He says hi to
Yeah.
catchers. They say what's up. He's just being polite, and they're polite back to him. You're gonna tell me that Cal Raleigh against in a game against Mexico is more focused than Alejandro Kirk in a World Series,
Right.
right? Or any of those
Yeah.
catches in a playoff game that Tony tipped his cap to, and they said, "What's up?" Wasn't a big thing. It was a big deal, and that's the part I really don't get.
Yeah. It's just weird.
I mean, but Will Smith doing it too also makes sense because Will Smith is a weirdo, like he is. He's so goofy. We love him, but he's our weirdo, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it's just gonna be like it. It will need to be taken care of
Yeah.
in house, essentially,
I mean,
with
I'm
the
sure they'll get
Mariners.
over
And
it. Randy, I don't think is the kind of
yeah.
guy who will like hold a grudge for very long. You
Yeah.
know, I think Cal's more annoyed than Randy is at this point. Is what it feels like. So, this on both sides feel like he did nothing wrong, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's catch are weird. This whole thing is just the weirdest drama for WBC. At least it wasn't anything racial.
Right.
I can deal with catchers being dicks. Like that's okay, Just at least it wasn't anything like really racial or really questionable. So I'll take what I can get. So our next bit of news for WBC, as we kind of alluded to earlier in the stream, um, they announced that Kershaw is going to be off the roster after the quarterfinals.
Yep.
They announced he's going to be replaced by Joe Ryan, a reliever. I don't think Kershaw's actually pitched any of these games yet, right?
No, he pitched in the prep game
Yeah, but not in the
and like
actual.
gave up that grand slam or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
not in
not.
the actual
Yeah,
tournament.
I mean he is kind of just there for the vibes. I get it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
I mean, uh, essentially, he was there to just eat up innings if they needed
Yeah,
a
if they were
dude to
blowing
eat
someone
up
out
innings.
or yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, no, I mean I think the rules would still apply to him, but it would just be like, well, who cares because you don't have to get ready for next season
Yeah,
essentially.
you can go out there and ball out, you know.
Yep. So
But I don't know. It's interesting that we make such a big deal of him being on Team USA, and then he's essentially never going to pitch at the WBC
yeah,
potentially, because I'm pretty sure he's not coming in against Canada unless they're leading like 14-0.
yeah,
So I
yeah. Well,
mean,
I
though
don't. I mean,
DeRosa may put him in just because DeRosa apparently is not too smart.
for the lulls,
I
put him
mean,
in. It's like
I mean,
terrible,
it worked for
terrible
Doc last
timing.
year. Putting Kershaw in with bases loaded, 2 outs to get 1 out.
Yeah.
But that was many, many months ago, and Kershaw barely started throwing a ball like a couple weeks
Right.
ago. So, so take with that what you will. But either way, it is what it is.
It's his final professional. Yeah.
No, if they don't pitch him, his final professional appearance would be the World Series. So,
That's true. That's true.
which is okay too. At least we can say he was on Team USA. Whatever happens to Team USA in this tournament, he at least got to have the jersey
Yeah.
because he never played WBC before. If people don't know that.
Hmm.
The current Dodgers, I think only Will Smith, who's been on the league on the team twice, has played in the U.S. team. Austin Barnes did 1 year too, long time ago, I think,
Hmm.
but he's not a Dodger anymore. Well, I don't think he's even playing baseball anymore, to be honest. I don't know.
I think he's still with. Didn't he get picked up by somebody?
Did he?
The Cubs, I think.
I don't remember. I think it was a minor league deal, but I don't remember him actually getting signed to anybody like to a major league contract. Oh, let's move on. And what game were we watching? Panama versus
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, was it? And we got to see Laz Diaz be an international criminal. Like, putting some of these umpires at WBC is not a great demonstration of our umpiring ability internationally,
Definitely.
especially not Laz Diaz, man. Like,
Les
I
Diaz.
haven't been paying attention to most of the umpires in WBC, but it's like we were watching the game, like, man, these calls are just like, what the hell is that? I'm like, man, is this Les Diaz? Because it looks like him. Yeah, it's Les
Yeah,
Diaz.
definitely him.
I'm like, oh god, like is Hunter Wendelstedt on the crew too?
Right? Like, oh boy.
they bring they bring Joe West out of retirement. What are they doing here? But yeah, it was. Oh, I've seen I think 3 games he's umpired so far. I'm like, dude, this guy is just so bad.
Oh man.
Oh god. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just.
it's
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it was weird.
Bad umpiring should not be a thing in the WBC, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You don't
that should
have
definitely be a
you don't need
thing.
15 crews in the WBC
Yeah.
like you do in
I just
baseball.
don't. Yeah, I'm just. I mean, I don't know how do you do that? Because I know internationally, right? That
Hmm.
like even. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of federations and
Yeah,
associations in soccer, for example, right?
yeah,
Being the most uh, current thing. So they look at all those uh, refs and they score them by how well they did.
yeah.
Like Laz Diaz is not scoring
Oh hell no!
top 75%.
Like hell no!
I was like, but how different are the rules between like
La-
Australian
Laz Diaz is
league
a
baseball
umpire
and
scorecards Twitter bell of the ball, but not for a good reason.
yeah,
He's a darling for that account, but not because he's good. But yeah, I don't. It's just it's such a bad look, you know. His calls are so bad.
yep.
WBC needs ABS next. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
So let's move on to
Um,
our I think it's our second to last slide or close to the end here. I added this one late, and you'll have to follow me on this one. This is a deep slide. Okay.
okay. All right.
So let's move on. So there was an interview with Mookie during the game, and he talked
Mhm.
about how he has taken up throwing the javelin. He learned it from Yada, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yamamoto.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and he's saying it's helping him with his throwing accuracy and just getting. He's been doing more flexibility exercises, just like Yamamoto, right? Which he
Yep.
believes in the shortstop is a good thing, and I think that's correct. I think that's a good way to look at it. You
Hmm.
so I mean that was kind of cool. I haven't seen videos of him throwing the javelin, but they've confirmed that they have seen him around Camelback throwing javelins around and training with him because the trainer is not at WBC right now because Yamamoto's there, right? He's hanging out in Camelback with Mookie. Um, Now where this becomes a deeper slide is because I'm going to use this moment to also shout out March 8th was also International Women's Day.
Okay.
And I used a specific screenshot because it's got two of our favorite Dodger women in it, which is Kristen Watson, who has become so much better than when she first came in, right?
Hmm.
Alana Rizzo was a tough act to follow. We all know that. Alana's still our girl. I still watch her on Dodger territory all the time. She's still one of the best out there. Kirsten's
Yep.
we all love her now, right? She's gotten so
Yeah.
much better. The fans love her. The team loves her. She's great. She's really good. I mean, she still does the "How does it feel when?"
Yeah.
but she's good at asking questions. She's not aggressive with anybody. She has a good time. We love that. But
Hmm.
also, the person who posted this article, I don't know if you ever read her stuff on not Dodger territory. Oh God, why am I forgetting? Not Dodger. Is Dodger dugout? Sonia Chen, Dodger writer for a long time now. Her stuff's
Okay.
awesome. So, I wanted to use International Women's Day was March 8th. Shout out to two of our Dodger ladies out there. Also, shout out to Sue Falzone, wherever she's at right now. and Sue from the social media team. I don't know what her last name actually is. Nancy B, we still love you.
Yep. What's her the girls that do the hosting also during
oh,
the game?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Natalia, I think, is one of them,
yeah,
and I forget who the other one was.
yep, yeah. I mean, it's again, it's not a woke thing. They're just good at their job, right? Like, and you want
Yep.
to know like who's not good at their job? Watch the Angels broadcast.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, it's so painful. I don't know if they're stuck there or if already that's all they could afford, all he wants to pay for. I don't know which way it goes with that one. But yeah, it's night and day. So, but shout out to the Dodger ladies out there. Happy International Women's Day.
Not yeah, not just the professional ones. The all the Dodger ladies out
All
there,
of them.
all the fans,
Dude,
and
there's so many women at Dodger games, like fans. People don't
uh
understand, right? It's like 50
what
50
up, ladies?
for sure. Yeah, what's up? So let's move on to our final, well, technically final content slide of the stream here of the chat. And going back to our WWC topics, our Dodger of the week, one of our favorites, Dusty Baker. Look at that guy.
Dusty,
Look how young. Look at him.
a young Dusty,
Yep.
not knowing yet the impact that he would make on the Dodgers.
Yeah. You wanna go through it? I know you love Dusty.
Sure. All right, Mr. Dusty. Well, Johnny B. Baker
Yeah.
Jr., also
Johnny
known
B.
as Dusty Baker,
Johnny B. Good. Dusty Baker.
father to what's his name? Dustin? No,
Oh, his son?
what's his name? Yeah,
It was
Darren.
Dust.
Darren
Darren
Baker.
Baker. Darren Baker. Yeah.
Darren Baker,
Who almost
who
got
most
run over.
famously,
Yeah.
yeah, during the World Series,
Who
and
does he
that's why
play for?
we're
He
not
got
allowed to have.
drafted, right?
Yeah, he plays for the Nationals.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's cool.
So Dusty was a Dodger from 1976 to 1983. He was born and raised. See how we gangsta too, like
Right?
Dusty. Born X-raised in Riverside, California.
Riverside.
He was a two-time All-Star in 81 and 82. 81 being a championship year for the
Yep.
Dodgers. So World Series champion, NLCS MVP in 1977. Was that the four? No, sorry. I'm thinking of
The year where they all have
the
30
World
home runs.
Series, right? Is
Yeah.
the four the quadruple MVP, I think. The only time they've done it.
Yeah. That was a World Series. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not part of that. Sorry, Dusty. You didn't get your flowers there, but you were the
Yep.
NLCS champ or MVP in '77, Gold Glove in '81, two-time Silver Slugger in '80 and '81, legend of Dodger baseball. He was also in the U.S. Marine Corps from 68 to 74 and reached the rank of Lance Corporal. He co invented the high five, Shinjiro, one of Shinjiro's favorite celebrations,
Oh yeah,
along with Glenn Burke of the Dodgers on October 2nd, 1977. I'm not saying this is what led to his NLCS MVP, but
didn't hurt,
some would
didn't
say.
help, didn't help, or
Yeah.
didn't hurt at all.
Didn't hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't hurt that.
but yeah, I
And
mean, Dusty, like we love Dusty. Like it's just his personality, right?
yeah.
It's funny because he's often forgotten as a Dodger, and I think it's because the era he played
Yeah.
in, because he gets overshadowed by Fernando.
Oh, definitely.
The back end of his Dodger career is Fernando's rise to fame, right?
Yeah.
Um, amongst other people, he wasn't the only guy on that team. Yeah, there
Hmm.
was a lot of dudes on that team. Um, and plus he bounced around a lot. We only go over the Dodger stats because that's what we're focusing on. But um, he's also famous as a Giants coach.
Yeah.
That's where most people probably know him from because he was there for a long time and he coached Barry Bonds, right?
Yep.
Um, who else did he coach? The
Well,
Astros.
you were telling me he's been around. He's like the good luck charmer or something.
Oh, he's the Forrest Gump of baseball.
Yeah, always around, never gets his flowers.
Yeah. So let me let me look that up because there's some funny. It's crazy how many like amazing moments in baseball he's been there for, but not a part of.
Yeah, and yes, yes, we understand that he came up as a Brave, but
Yeah.
again, we are only doing his Dodger stats
Yes.
because that's how we wish to remember him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're Dodger focused, so that's what we're gonna do. He's Dodger of the week, not baseball player of the week. But for
Yeah.
those who were wondering, yes, he was a Braves first, then he was the Dodgers, then he was a Giant, and then he was with the A's. And for those also wondering, he growing up in Riverside was a Dodgers fan,
Hmm.
but not forever, and not because he coached the Giants. There was an interview with him. I forget when it was. Way back ago. So he grew up a Dodgers fan, but he switched to being a Giants fan later on in life because of Bobby Bonds. Not Barry, Bobby. Bobby
Yeah.
was his guy. So he was a Giants fan after that. I forget when they signed Bobby Bonds, so you can see that's essentially when he became a Giants fan. And he coached all over the place. Most of us know him coaching for the Giants. He was there for a very long time, or not. It felt like a very long time. It wasn't forever. Manager 93 2002, so 9 years.
Hmm.
Good run. They didn't turn into any pennants or anything, but he did okay. He's the Cubs for a minute, and then I Reds for a minute, which I totally forgot about. The Nationals I remember, and then finally the Astros, and then now Nicaragua.
Yep.
But I will do my best not to read this too fast and try to use my slow plodding George Takei voice. So let's talk about him being the Forrest Gump of baseball. And I'm gonna read this straight off ye olde Wikipedia,
Alrighty.
where it says straight up that due to his presence at various moments in baseball history, Baker has been frequently cited as baseball's Forrest Gump. These moments include the following. Baker was on the on deck circle when Hank Aaron hit his record 715th career home run. Baker was in the home dugout at Dodger Stadium when Rick Bunday prevented an American flag from getting burnt on the field on April 25th, 1976. Bunday would later become teammates with Baker from the following season to the end of Baker's Dodgers tenure in 1983. Baker was on the opposing Dodgers when Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs in Game 6 of the 1977 World Series, the year he won MVP, NLCS MVP, earning himself the
Yeah.
moniker Mr. October. So that the Reggie Jackson Mr. October game, Dusty was there. Jackson would later
Yep.
join the Astros front office in 2021, the second season of Baker's tenure as Astros manager. So they're kind of joined at the hip. You know,
Hmm.
Dusty Baker represented the final out of Nolan Ryan's fifth no hitter in 1981, where he surpassed Sandy Koufax for most career no hitters. That's kind of a double whammy there.
Yeah.
Baker was a coach for the Giants during the 1989 World Series and was in Candlestick Park with the team when the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake struck the San Francisco Bay Area. You and me have vivid memories of that. That was crazy.
Yes.
Baker was the manager of the Giants when Barry Bonds set the single season home run record in 2001.
Hmm.
Baker was the manager of the Cubs when the Steve Bartman incident occurred during the 2003 National League Championship Series. Baker did not directly witness the play, as his view was from Wrigley Field's home dugout, which was obstructed. Baker was present as a manager for two of the three no-hitters thrown during the postseason. He was manager of the losing Reds when Roy Halladay threw a no-hitter against him in the 2010 National League Division Series, and he was manager of the winning Astros when they threw a no-hitter against the Phillies in the 2022 World Series. And finally, Baker was manager of the Nationals when Max Scherzer tied the single-game strikeout record on May 11, 2016. He had previously managed Kerry Wood, one of the players who had also tied for the record during his Cubs tenure. So Dusty's been out there for a lot of baseball history.
Yes.
Just there. Like I said, he's the Forrest Gump of baseball, which
Yep.
honestly, that's not a bad title to have.
Hmm.
People talk about these events. He was there.
Yep.
There's some rumors like the Bart one that's kind of sad. That's one of the bleaker moments in baseball history. Honestly, the way that he
Yeah.
was treated and what happened to him after the fact, how he essentially had to like go to witness protection.
Hmm.
Not dramatizing that he really did enter a form of witness protection with the government.
Yeah.
It was
He still doesn't talk about it to
no,
this day.
and it's sad because he was, to many people admitted, he was like the biggest Cubs fan ever.
Hmm.
The guy bled Cubs baseball. So that's oof, yeah. Lone Peter earthquake was also crazy. I think that's when most of the world realized we have earthquakes in California
Yeah. Yep.
because no one had
You
ever
know.
seen one live.
You know which team's fan base never ostracized a fan
Hmm.
for something that the Dodgers. But PCA would know nothing about that,
Which fan?
huh?
Which one?
I said, which fan base hasn't ostracized
Oh, hasn't. I
a
said
fan?
has, like we did.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
No,
yeah.
has not.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, PCA wouldn't know that.
But PCA would not know anything
Well,
about that.
PCA wouldn't even hang out with Dusty Baker because he's too dark.
Damn. Damn.
I'm just saying, where there's smoke,
He
there's
probably
fire.
thinks he's
You talk
he
about
probably thinks
their
he's Nick.
he
He probably thinks he's Nicaraguan too.
when PCA went on about every team fights, but it's different with the Dodgers. I'm like, okay, you're a rich kid from the valley,
Yep.
and when you talk about everyone fights, but it's different, what are you really insinuating? Because
Yeah.
when we hear that as Dodger fans, we know what comes next,
Yeah.
and it's
It ain't very
always
pretty.
Dodger fans are quote unquote thugs, which is coded for cholo.
Yep.
You don't like brown people. I get it. Brown people are scary, apparently. I wouldn't
That's
know.
why
I
he's
grew up
not a
around them my whole
Pittsburgh
life.
fan one.
You know, I grew up in here in LA.
Shinjo
Everyone
is
here is
more
brown. You know,
Shinjo is more Mexican than I am.
in a lot of ways, I am. It's weird, right?
Yep.
You were
Crazy.
born there, but anyways.
Literally bored there. Yes.
No, but I. It's the same thing with like the gangster rap era with Raiders fans, right? Which are the
Yeah.
same fan base, right? In a lot of ways, and
Yeah.
that just became the perception. Like even if you go on Google right now and search picture of Dodgers fans, there's always going to be a meme of a bunch of cholo looking guys with like the
Hmm.
low shorts and everything, right? The big baggy shorts. That's still what people characterize Dodger fans as. Now, are there a lot of Mexicans in Dodger games? Hell yeah, there are because there's a lot of Mexicans in LA. It's like
Yep.
50% of our population. There's no getting around it, right?
Yep.
But are they scary? No, they're just people, right? Now that's the part that always irked me. Like they got singled
Yeah.
out for this, and that became, and it's racist, right?
Yeah.
The whole constant LA fans are thugs is because of black gangster rap with the Raiders and because of the Mexican association with the Dodgers.
Hmm.
It's an easy target. And
Yeah.
I'm annoyed because, not saying directly, PCA is lending to that narrative.
Hmm.
Because if you went on the Cubs Reddit or if you saw the responses to his comments, you saw that in person. Everyone
Yeah.
coming out saying Dodger fans are thugs. People were posting pictures of like the Photoshop of Cholos wearing Dodgers gear.
Hmm.
I'm like, see, you're perpetuating the stereotype and you're perpetuating this perception, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, have you seen? People are like, well, there's fights. Of course, there's fights. There's fights at every game for any team I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And I've been to like 20 ballparks in my life, including Fenway, including Wrigley, PNC,
Mhm.
Petco, uh, Candlestick, and AT&T. Well, it's Oracle now. I've been to all these
Yeah.
different parks, and I will tell you one thing for sure about baseball: they ain't nowhere near as many fights as a football game. American football games are wild. People get crazy, but I don't get it. For me, it's always a sticking point. It's in my craw every time, right?
Mhm.
We love LA. We love California. They don't love us back. We all admit that. I love the people of LA. Mi gente, right? Like I said, I'm not Mexican, but I grew up around them. They're mi gente, right?
Yep.
And I don't want to see anybody being ostracized and pigeonholed that way and stereotyped that way. And I don't
Yeah,
want
for
that
sure.
narrative to continue. And again, it's I'm using stereotypes against him, but it's kind of true. It's like smoke there's fire.
Hmm.
Rich white kid from Harvard Westlake, right? Complaining about I go Dodger games, I don't feel safe. It's like it's because there's too many brown people, right? And
Yeah.
before people say I'm double talking, I hear this all the time. But then you ask like I met I've met people who came to their first Dodger game from like the UK, Ireland,
Hmm.
whatever, other countries. They all had a fabulous time sitting in the freaking pavilions. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they're used to soccer hooligans.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, they are.
that's
I
what
mean, it's
that's what
just
they've
that. Yeah,
told
it's that
me.
simple. It is.
They told me
Yeah.
this is nothing compared to a soccer game, right? And they've
Yeah.
told me, and they've never said anything about anyone being Hispanic to me. They talk about like, oh man, you said the pavilions with their fights. I was like, oh yeah, there was some fights. Some people got, they drank too much. Yeah, whatever. They never said anything about Mexicans. They said anything about Hispanics. They said drunk guys, which is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
because I mean, you find that every game. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally I was at so I was at Kershaw's final game at Dodger Stadium, right?
In the
Well,
pavilions.
not his final. Yeah, his
Well,
final start
final home
basically
start.
in the
Yeah.
pavilions, and next to me there was a Giants fan,
hmm
and he was looking like a little worried. I was like, dude, like take your take your like you can take your jacket off. Like we're not gonna do anything to you.
Yeah.
Like I just trying to reassure him. He ultimately just didn't end up doing it. I guess he just didn't feel comfortable enough to do that. But like I just wanted to reassure him. I was like nothing's gonna happen. Like as long as you don't talk shit, you know, that's where it goes overboard. Is like people start talking shit to each other.
Yep.
They
People
start
are
getting in their
drunk.
feelings. Yeah,
Yep.
they start getting they're drunk and things just go overboard. And that's when you can't control somebody else's. But if you're not starting anything, you know, you don't expect any like just don't like. There's some people that could handle shit talking, and you kind of have to like be aware of where those
hmm
people are. It's definitely not the pavilions. Don't go to the
Yeah.
pavilions
Yeah.
and talk shit.
Yeah.
You could definitely do it up in like reserve, like just people that are coming by and like you know just just be aware of where you're sitting at and
Well, for me,
just
I've
be aware
gone
that you're
to
not.
a lot of
It's
games at other
yeah, it's
teams'
not a
parks, and
yeah
my personal general rule is I will cheer for my team. I don't sit there and talk shit because I am visiting your house,
yeah.
right? And that's just I don't want to start shit. I don't want to get caught up in anything. If there's someone cool who's ribbed me a little bit, I might rib them back, but you never get crazy with it
Yeah.
because it's just being polite. I am in your home stadium. Of course, you're going to be sensitive to your team losing or not playing
Hmm.
well or people talking crap because I'm in your house, right?
Yeah.
There is a sort of comfort and connection that fans have to their home stadiums.
Hmm.
That's your sanctuary. Whether you're a Dodger
Yeah.
fan, a Giants fan, whatever, right? No one's going to want someone coming in and talking shit about your team and your stadium.
Hmm.
Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. Just don't be a jerk, right?
Yeah.
And I'm probably right now going to say the most controversial thing we've ever said on this. Well, maybe not controversial, a lot of people on this stream and this live chat, which will probably get me in trouble with a lot of people, but I don't care. Which is another thing PCA brought up was Brian Stowe, right? Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Brian Stowe was a terrible situation. What happened to him was horrifying, right?
Yeah.
But we all gloss over the fact that he was in the pavilions drunk talking mad shit.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what you said. You don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's not that you don't trust Dodger fans. I don't trust anyone with beer in them.
Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, that's what I'm saying is like be aware of where you're at. Like
Yeah.
people like the reason why I'm saying don't talk shit in the pavilions isn't because there's fucking, thugs or, those are perfectly normal fans. They just enjoy having beer at the game. And when you mix alcohol and hurt feelings,
Yep. Things get
somebody's
crazy.
getting punched in the face.
Yeah, right?
Like I don't care where you're at in the world. That's typically the start of a fight is when somebody who is having too much to drink, just
Hmm.
having a really good time. You don't know who their designated driver is. Like you would hope that maybe that their DD is like the cooler headed one,
Yeah.
but and typically I have to say it is the cooler headed one that is the DD for people,
Yeah.
because the hotheads are the ones that like to go and have,
Start trouble.
oh, I'm gonna have a couple beers and I'm gonna talk shit like we always do and blah
Yep.
blah blah, and then they're not accustomed to having somebody shit talk better than them,
Yeah.
and that's where the problem is,
Yeah.
like you're like, oh well, now you're talking like,
Well, I mean, a lot of it too. I think is these guys will like shit talk a lot at a home stadium where you're surrounded by other
yeah,
guys who agree with you.
and then they won't do it at another state at like
No, but
when
when
they're
they're
the away
at
team.
an opposing stadium, all of a sudden no one agrees with you.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like in the current, like climate of the country or just
Mhm.
society, it becomes even more dangerous because we're seeing that more prevalently where people just flip out on stuff.
Yeah.
Look at like how many times a day do we see news of a plane getting diverted or a flight getting canceled because
Right.
someone won't put their feet down and they tell them to stop and they just go absolutely batshit crazy. We see that so much on social media, and as people just think that's normal or it's acceptable, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's never been acceptable.
Mhm.
Just be cool. You get as good as you give, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
crux of it. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. I will say this as well. If at any time you feel uh uncomfortable at Dodger Stadium, just go up to a security
Oh yeah,
person and let them know like that if you could change seats, like they'll gladly accommodate you and be like,
yeah.
hey, there's these fans are like really rowdy, like we've been talking shit to each other.
That's
Is
getting
there
too
is
much.
there any way I can, yeah,
Yeah,
is there any way like we can sit somewhere else, like same, like maybe same level, because pavilions, obviously pavilions isn't field level, but
yeah.
they might put you in
But
like
they're in the corner somewhere or something.
reserve,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
or just walk around the stadium. Sometimes a walk helps to clear,
Oh, and also
clear
just
the
go to the
air
stadium and you're
and
gonna find empty seats
empty seats. Yeah.
or just places to watch. Like they have those bar areas that are not assigned seating. You can go
Yeah.
stand around, hang out, and not to drink, just to hang out.
Yeah.
Behind the pavilions, up on top deck, reserve level, field level. I mean, they're all over the place. There's places to go hang out, cool yourself down, and for any sport, not just Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Like it's a
There's
game, dude. Like you don't have to get so hot, right?
yeah, don't get heated over something that
Especially
you can't even
baseball, where
control.
it's like we were all mad about the game like that day, and then the next day we all forgot about it because there's another game to
Yeah.
watch.
So, I mean, yeah, just remember, if you have somebody with you, listen to them, especially if it's a significant other or, a family member that where they're feeling uncomfortable. Like you might feel comfortable talking shit, you
Yeah.
might like being in the middle of the shit talk and
Hmm.
where everybody and then at the end of the game too, just, you know, hopefully there aren't any bad feelings left and just be like, hey, you guys talk good shit.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that they like that the their fan presence there, and like hopefully that'll cool things down, and if they want to continue talking shit, just be like, hey, you know what? The game's over. I'm not I'm not talking shit. I'm sure you're a cool person after the game or at home or whatever.
Hmm.
I was like, but our beef was only during the first pitch and the last pitch.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
I mean, realistically,
we're not taking any of this home, and
yeah.
it doesn't even matter to either of us.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
mean,
go back to your life. I'm gonna go back to my life.
yeah, really to me, there shouldn't be like real beef between fans, anyways, because it's dumb.
Yeah,
Like you're a fan of your team, I'm a fan of my team. The only reason we're fans of these teams could be something as simple as we live in different places or we grew up in different places. That's the only reason, right?
yeah,
That's the only reason that we're fans of opposing teams. It has nothing to do with like political ideology or religion or anything crazy or anything important to your life other than this is where I grew up.
yeah. Exactly.
You know, we grew up in
I
San
mean,
Francisco, we'd be Giants fans,
yeah. I
right?
mean, you never. Yeah. I mean,
And this would
yeah,
be what we call it? Candlestick fog.
yeah,
Fight Club, you know.
yeah. I
shout out,
so I
shout out
mean,
to
I
Candlestick. That was the best worst stadium of all time.
it was,
so
man.
so terrible, but unforgettable. I miss that place.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and taking it back to the original, like the first thing that we talked about, I was like, how famously, my ex-wife
hmm
was her family was Giants fans, but they lived in L.A. Well, they lived up in Visalia, so that's kind of close, I guess,
Yeah,
to San
LA
Francisco.
LA adjacent.
But yeah, I mean, they, it's just like you never know where somebody is moved from. I mean, and we're in. I mean, here
Oh, dude.
here in California, basically, like you have fans from every team. Like
Oh,
we have invasions of
oh yeah.
Cubs fans and Tiger fans
like
and
half
A's fans,
half
and
the
it's
population of
nuts.
LA is
It's
not from
nuts.
LA. It feels like, right?
Yeah,
Like the people who moved in, immigrated or out of state, doesn't matter. Because I mean, yeah,
yeah,
we get invaded by Cubs fans and people are like, oh, they travel. Well, no, they live here. Like there's so many people from Chicago in my company. It's crazy. You know,
yeah. It's nuts. It's literally nuts. It's kind of
even Kings games,
it's a lot.
right?
Yeah,
You ever go to a Kings Maple Leafs game?
yeah.
Like
It's
where all these
mainly
Toronto people come
Canadians.
from?
It's
Yeah,
kind
where
of
all these
crazy.
Toronto
Yeah,
people come from? Like they're all, same with the Canadians. Like, oh, all these Montreal
yeah,
people living in LA. You know, whenever the Cubs play, the Yankees play. Well, Yankees also because they're just a popular team. But the Mets
yeah.
too. We got a lot of New Yorkers who moved here. Boston fans. I mean, they're all over the place. You know, it's still majority Dodger fans. You know, it's a 50% of LA's Dodger fans if it's their baseball fans, right? So it's still the
Hmm.
majority. But you know, definitely these guys don't live in their cities. They moved to LA because, well, we'll be frank, their cities sucked. And they moved here.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You know, don't tell me you hate LA and then continue to live here. Okay,
yep.
that's reserved for us who have lived here our whole lives. We are allowed to hate Los Angeles. But no, I mean, um, yeah, I mean they
But truth.
get so. We're gonna get 81 Dodger games a year at home to watch.
Yeah,
These guys are gonna get, if the schedule works out, 3 games. Sometimes we don't play. They don't play at Dodger Stadium, depending on how the schedule is, right?
yeah,
So of course they're gonna go see their team. You know,
yeah,
so I got no problem with it. Of course, you know, people who say, "Oh, you know, we shouldn't let other fans invade our stadium," I was like, "Well, then go to the game."
yeah, yeah.
Like those fans are
Take a
buying
ticket.
tickets on the secondary market, right?
Yeah, like take their tickets. Like
Yeah,
don't. Yeah, I mean,
pay for the ticket and go.
yeah,
There'll be one more Dodger fan there, or whatever team you are, whatever your home
yeah.
team is. You know, that's what I say
Or
about,
don't go.
we
Or
don't
don't
like,
go.
yeah, we don't like
Like
the
if you don't want them
Pantone
to go,
guys,
just don't go.
famously, right?
Yeah,
We're not big fans of theirs, and people complain about them invading other stadiums. It's the same thing. I'm like, then go to the game. Like if you sell out a game for all your home fans, there's no tickets for them to buy,
right.
or even if they can't buy enough.
Yeah, or
They
and
can't
don't
buy
go
full
selling it.
seasons.
Don't go selling the ticket on the secondary market and be like, "But I bought my ticket." Yeah, but you sold it to somebody
Yeah,
that you didn't
it's
know
the same
who they
thing.
were.
Yeah. Now I guess you could
Yeah,
feel better because you're making money off that ticket from an opposing fan.
yeah.
Maybe that
And if
feels,
they come to lose, like even better, right?
yeah, you know. But you know,
Like, haha.
I don't I don't blame people, right? Like it is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
let me lighten the mood here by switching to our gift of the week. Dead Bud
Yes.
Kershaw, go! Oh, look at that. That's peak
Woo.
male performance right there. But yeah, you know, just be cool.
Hmm.
like I'm still not happy about BCA's comments. I don't know. It just bothered me more than I think it should have because I actually liked him a lot as a player.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. I like his antics. I love the whole connection to him and little in not little was it Little Big League?
The rookie,
Oh, the
I
rookie.
think. Rookie
No,
or
no,
rookie
no,
of the year?
no, 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 not rookie of the year. It's the one where he becomes the kid becomes the owner of the Twins.
Oh, Little Big League,
Little Big League, maybe. Yeah, because his
I think.
mother
Yeah.
is the actress who's the mother is his mother, along with his father being an actor. That's where the Crow Armstrong comes from.
Yeah.
No, I say it was fun. I like the younger guys, the players. They're exciting. Bobby Wood's in that group too, right? Um, not so big on what's the name? The Orioles catcher, Gunnar Henderson. That's Gunnar Henderson.
Hmm.
No, no, no. Gunnar's okay. It's that Jackson kid because he looks like Chucky.
Oh my god.
That's the only reason. Like he's a great player, but like, every time I got his baseball card, I'm like, oh,
uh,
you look like Chucky, dude. It's just freaking me out. But I love those players. I was a fan of PCA. We have friends who are big fans of PCA, so I had no problem with them. Um, but calling out the Dodgers fans, like call teams, whatever cities, I don't whatever, but calling out the fans and perpetuating that stereotype, even if indirectly, just like yeah, come on, man. I guess he's gonna hang out with Josh Reddick in the offseason or something. I don't know. Other famous Dodger hater or Hunter Pence. You know? All I know is like I said, just let's see, don't throw stones in a glass house. Every fan base sucks. ain't, ain't no innocent fan bases anywhere. But anything else? I mean, that was a fun stream. There was
yeah.
a lot. We had some fun stuff to go through. WBC is gonna be exciting this week.
Yep.
Starts tomorrow, I think. We'll
We're in the end game now.
yes. It
But
is
no,
time.
I think we covered a lot of bases.
Yep. Oh, and let the people know. So you have. Are they gonna be short videos that you're filming?
Yeah. So yeah, that was the other part of the intro that didn't get caught on the audio is so basically I'm opening 2 packs per video
From your the Disneyland
boxes.
boxes. You bought two Disneyland boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So it'll everyone be kind because it'll be him going solo.
Yep.
I won't be
In a
there
non
to provide my
uh,
commentary.
yeah. Also in a non-studio setting. So it may very well hear, there might be a distinct
Are you using the camera
audio
or your phone
change over here. What?
to film with?
No, no, the video is fine. It's the camera. I'm using the camera.
Well, I was only because of the audio. Like the phone might actually be better for that.
No, the I'm using my mic. Like I'm using my PC. It's
Oh,
directly into my big PC.
oh,
It's not it's not the laptop.
oh. Okay. You just couldn't. It just wasn't recording or something, or you whatever something
Yeah,
funny happened.
the settings were set for streaming on Twitch, not recording for YouTube. Basically, is the
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
so
Well, I
now
mean,
I know.
you've only done what 2 packs out of how many is it per box? 10?
10. Yeah, so there'll be
Plenty more videos. You got two
20
boxes.
videos.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, if I don't pick up more tomorrow when I go to Disneyland again. So
No, I didn't watch the video. Did you get anything good? You want to give us a little preview in those first two
I
packs?
didn't. I actually have the cards right in front of me.
Oh,
A lot of then and nows I got.
okay.
There was I didn't hit my auto yet, so that's not a.
So it
It's
really
coming
is
up.
one auto per box in those?
Yeah, one auto per
Oh, that's
box.
cool.
And then it's so the foils that I picked up was I got a caretaker from the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, cool.
I got the lands. It's the castle.
Okay.
I also got the town square.
Okay.
So basically, it's Main Street
Hmm.
is the thing, and then there's the cool, I guess, parallel, or I don't know what it is, but it's called from Silver Screen to Main Street is the name of the card set, and it's as I was saying in the video, or as I was talking to myself, essentially,
Hmm.
It was, I think it's when Fantasia re-released in theaters,
Oh, okay.
and they had the brooms in the parade for
Oh, okay. That's cool.
to like as advertisement. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool. I haven't hit the like I said, I haven't hit the auto or any like cool parallels aside from that. I did have a bit of description on that town square uh card because I believe it represents Edison Square, which is a concept that never actually got built at Disneyland.
Hmm.
But you would know where that area is because it's the area behind the stores on Main Street on like if you're entering going towards the castle on the right side.
Oh, okay.
So it's behind space. It's like between sandwiched between Space Mountain and like the Lincoln Theater essentially.
Hmm.
So they were supposed to get rid of that because it's a big backstage area, and there was supposed to be like another little square back there that you could walk into, and it was like a historical section or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
That actually ended up going into Disney World
Hmm.
eventually, but we just kept our main street and and our backstage area. So
But
yeah,
no snack cards yet
little
or food
ducks.
cards. That's what I'm really interested
No
in.
snack cards yet. Yeah,
Ah.
no snack cards yet. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. There was a snack card.
Oh.
And it's funny because I think it like I just did the AI generated video and it's like the macaron. Yeah, it's the Matterhorn macaron.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it looks cool. I said in the video I haven't had this because it's just way too sweet for me. Like,
Hmm.
but I like that on the back of that card specifically. It says there's like a little checkbox and it says I've eaten this.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. So definitely a set for kids. It's really cool
That's cool.
set. There's a lot of little factoids on the back of the cards, except for the snack ones. I guess they're all going to be I've eaten this, and and yeah, like it has some pictures. It has some pictures of like the old Space Mountain
Mhm.
with I think they took it when it was like the new Tomorrowland, the retro futuristic. So it's like that gold and
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
it's basically the Space Mountain that everybody
Hmm.
hates because they changed it too much to being
Yeah,
like Jules Verne's steampunk era like
yeah.
type of stuff, and it's like, yeah, please give us back our White Mountain.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's turning out to be a really cool set, and I can't
That's
wait to
cool.
open more packs for you guys.
Well, I'll look forward to watching the video. Which when are you gonna start dropping those next week or?
Yeah, so I think I have two videos on the same day. One is just the intro, and then the other one is the two first packs that I opened.
Okay, cool. So yeah, everyone look
Yeah.
forward to those. I'm looking forward to them too. I saw them in the dashboard, but I hadn't watched it yet because I was going to ask you about it first. Like, are you working on these? You know, can I watch these and talk trash or
Yeah, if you want, like, go ahead. Like, we'll definitely have a shit talk conversation next Thursday about how terrible
I'm
my
like, I just want
settings
everyone
were
to
or
know I had
whatever.
nothing to do with these videos. I was all on him.
Yeah, like I'm
These are not
working.
up.
I'm
These are
working
not
with.
up to my high standards.
Yeah, I'm working with super limited space. Like
Yeah.
I might switch to the our pancake lens because
Oh,
the
it's a little give you a
the
little
the kit
more.
lens is just yeah, it's a little too close.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
it just gives
I
me
think
more
we just
room
got a
to.
that discussion for between us offline. But I think we
Yeah,
eventually just gotta invest in a wide angle, like an
and
actual
and
one.
yeah, and in classic maneuver, I did a kingdom like I was holding the cards too high,
Oh,
so
out of frame.
I have to adjust the actual angle of the camera for the next one. But you guys will be like
Oh, are
you
you
guys
shooting it
will.
like him, where it's like up in your chest?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, you can't really
yeah.
see what's going on all the time. Like, you have to keep looking down to see where your hands are, probably, right?
Yeah, like basically, I have to talk to the like mentally. I just have to talk to the cards,
Oh,
and I have to make sure, and I can look at the little screen in the camera to make sure that they're
in frame.
in frame.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
so that's what like the first pack you guys will notice that they were a little bit high, and then I adjusted,
Hmm.
and from there it was pretty good from that point on. But yeah, it was
I'm
definitely
waiting
a
for someone to comment. Was that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Just listen to the heart of the cards.
no, it could be, but no.
Could be. I don't know. That's actually after my time. I only know those references because my sisters watched it. We're much younger than
Ah,
me. So
gotcha.
we didn't
Well,
have these cool ass card games when we were kids that had their
yeah,
own TV shows. All right.
yeah. There was no Magic the TV show, or
Or
I don't even
Yu-Gi-Oh
know what
or
else.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! What? There was a cartoon show.
yeah, as I'm saying, we didn't have that. Like that was when we're off. We're not in that generation. We're not in that age group
Hmm.
that played Yu-Gi-Oh or watched on
Yeah,
TV. That was not a thing for us anymore. We are
yeah,
the Magic the Gathering like revised was still available at the console
yeah,
store
yeah.
generation. I was like, what's revised? Yeah, yeah, yeah. There were no
Don't worry about it.
foils. There was none of that
Yeah.
stuff existed back then. Okay, it was just cards, and you played the game. I mean, shoot, my first pack of Magic cards was beta, technically.
Dang. Okay.
So yeah, and I stopped playing. The last expansion I bought was Ice Age.
Oh, that was, yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. People watch me like, what? And the guys who know are like, oh man.
Yeah. If you're
Were
in
the
a room
dinosaurs
with
big,
somebody
Grandpa?
that's
Yes, they were. They were terrifying.
yeah, yeah, if you're in a room with somebody that just said "damn" to that comment,
Yeah.
ask them because they'll tell you exactly how far
I
back
did
that
love my
was.
was it Fallen Empires? They had the Sapperling decks. Those were fun. It just essentially makes like an absurd amount of 1/1 tokens creatures. Those are fun. That was a crazy deck to play. Is it Fallen Empires? Was it Ice? I don't remember. It was one of those.
Now he's talking about illegal cards to use in tournaments now.
Well, I think they're all league. Aren't tournaments supposed to be like the most recent sets only?
Yeah, I think
At least
it's
that's what
supposed
I
to be
read.
like the last two sets, I think,
Yeah,
or I don't
these are
remember,
like
but
these are like
yeah.
50 sets ago, so totally illegal.
Yeah, no, definitely no stall decks allowed.
Oh,
Like I could play forever.
I missed like original Magic where it was a much simpler time because there was only one set.
Yeah.
Like we essentially all played revised, right? And we didn't really mess around too much with like Legends, the Dark, and the other ones because those sets were kind of hard to get at the time, even back then, even though they weren't old.
Hmm.
And they didn't mesh well with revised. They had to essentially play it on their own. And revised was just a much stronger set, right? Like having
Yeah.
Chromium and Gold Dragons from Legends was sweet, but they were so hard to play. Like it took forever to get there. You're much better off running like an all blue deck or an all monocolor deck. So that's what most of us did. And we mostly played revised, and then Ice Age and Fallen Empires came out. We had a couple things here and there, but we also like every white deck still had Castle. Every blue
Yeah.
deck had Counterspell. Back when that was all we had. I mean, there wasn't a lot of options back then.
Yep.
It made deck building more fun because there wasn't a lot to mess with. And red deck was all about offensive spells. Green deck was all about trample, and white deck's all about defense. I mean, it was interesting.
Hmm.
I was like when we were opening some of the magic cards on our videos, I was like, I have no idea what's going on with these. Looking at the card rules, looking at the text, I was
Yeah.
like, I have no idea what's happening anymore.
You're like, what the hell?
Like I thought Weiss was too complicated, and then I'm like, yeah, no, even Magic's
No.
like this now.
Magic, yeah, Magic got
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
they
it's
have
just
to because you can't just keep making the same basic stuff all the time.
yeah, it'll get boring is the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It ends up getting boring. So you're
yeah.
like,
Because
okay.
like let's say they just kept remaking Revised forever, like oh, the
Hmm.
artwork's new. Maybe we tweak the cards a little bit, but people get bored of it.
Yeah.
Or if you just make a set that looks different but functionally is the same, right? Then people get
Yep.
bored. So I totally get it. Totally get it. I just do miss the simplicity of the old TCGs.
Yeah. Sit down and play.
I
Play
mean,
by
we
the
blast
rules.
through a game in like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
If that. And it was easy to memorize the cards because there weren't that many.
Hmm.
And the sets didn't come out like every 3 months.
True. That's the
It was like years between
ding ding
sets, right?
ding. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you had time to buy a pack at a time or a few packs here and there and build up your deck, right? Not
Yeah.
anymore. Now it's like you gotta buy boxes, it feels like, or you're not getting anywhere. But anyways, we'll make that discussion from the video because there's much to be
Yep.
said about that. That being said, thanks everybody for watching. please hit that like and subscribe as always.
Yes,
Um,
please do.
yep, another fun one. I look forward to Kelly's videos this coming week. We have, I think next week's video coming up is one of our random packs or sorted packs again. I'll have to take a look. But we have some fun stuff coming up. We're all looking forward to WBC. Hope you guys are watching it too. And we're only, what, 2 weeks away from opening day?
Yeah, 15 days, I
Something like
think.
that. Yeah, we're close. So,
Yeah, we're almost there.
yep,
we've entered we've entered the starting gate. The
exactly.
starting gate.
Starting gate. Yep,
Yeah.
we're there.
So,
So, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
interesting time. All right, guys. Have a good one.